And we are immediately out of water, and there's something trying to kill us. Yay! Oh wow, Crunchyroll just immediately shows up. What's up with that? Meow, meow. Haha. Okay, we need to survive long enough. Oh, and I need to fix my thing. Shit. Okay. It's immediately goofy, but we're gonna make it. Haha. Let's see, I think this took damage somewhere. Don't like that sound. That's a sound I don't like. That is the sound of a giant nasty... Oh, wait, shit. Oh, I thought I was listening to myself for a minute. Let's see, is there another... The fuck was that sound? No, leave me alone. Can I have water now, please? Nope. Okay, we might be a little screwed. I really don't have anything. I don't have anything. I'm out of everything. Let's see here. Haha. No, yep. Come on. Alright, we will need one more. Hold still, hold still. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I don't even need you there. You know what? That's fine. Okay. There are bad guys everywhere. I'm not safe here. Alright, well, let's see if we've managed to make water yet. Possibly. No. Shit. Oh, I need a tweet. Hold on. Boop. 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 Oh, look at that. I tweeted and blue skeeted. Maybe? Well, I hope that I hope that worked out. Let's see. How else can I make water? Can I make bleach? Let's see here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What are the
Systems
ingredients?
online.
Turn down my volume a little bit. Bleach. Coral tube sample. I don't think I have any of those. That's the door. No. Nope. Oh god. I'll take those, I guess. Oh, you might be screwed. Don't drink bleach. Oh, that's funny, warrior. How you doing? Let's see, we're looking for table coral samples. That's not, we don't have those. Okay. This could be bad. Let's see, we've got no healing, no health. At least my batteries are charged. Let's see here. What can we do? Okay, so the thing is I need to get back to the surface, but that's a huge fucking trek, and I don't want to bring the sub. But I might have to bring the sub. That'll be fine, I think. Methinks? No? Perhaps? Are you ready yet? 88%. Shit. Okay. What is down here? Kyanite, crystal sulfur. Fuck, we gotta go back up. Okay, we are going... The hell? We are going to wait for water, which should be soon. Get some more food. Try not to get hurt. And then somehow navigate our way back to the surface, which will not be easy, actually. What the fuck was that? Alright, cool. There's just shit everywhere here. Got it. I need a little fish. A fish that I can take. Anyone? No? Okay. I have not explored the lava temple yet. I'm trying to kind of get into that position. The shit is going on over there? Hey, 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 hey. Back. Back. Can I eat this? Doing combat with a fish. Be gone. Have I scanned you yet? Oh, I haven't scanned you. Hold still. Oh, said, hold still, hold still. Let me just, hey. Thank you. All right, now. What the fuck? Don't like that at all. We're just gonna stay back inside. So. Come on. Come on. It's gonna get really bright. There we go. All right, water. Perfect. Let's get the hell out of here. This is going to be a fucking trek. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. Okay, back up here, over to here.
Engine powering down.
This is going to be difficult. Okay. I know we got to go up, obviously, and that's it. Are spoilers okay? I think I have this whole game spoiled for me, so go for it. I know there's something about a disease that I have, and I have to cure it, and it's with these alien temples, and I've done pretty much everything except for those alien temples. Okay, something just went bang. The lava temple has a portal to the surface? Of course it does. Well, I'm gonna worry about that later. We're gonna do this and hope. Hi, Sarah, 863G. How you doing? How's life? How's it going? Oh, there's all kinds of terrible sounds happening. I don't want to keep the sonar on because I know it's gonna attract bad guys. But it really helps when it's pitch black. You know what I mean? I feel like the Cyclops lights aren't as good as the other ship's lights. I was considering taking just the prawn all the way up to the top, but that just sounds like hell. These are not good sounds that are coming out of the ship. Hey Phantom, how you doing? How's it going? I really hope... Oh, yeah, okay, we can't go up. Okay. I thought I was going the wrong way. Because I think there's one area that's deeper than this. Back from surgery. I hope the surgery went well. I know that could always be kind of tense. I should really switch to a different camera just to make sure I'm not scratching all the paint. Hey, all in good faith. How's it going? Directional, man. I like that. Okay, if you... Oops. We're fine. Ignore those sounds. Those are good creaks. Those are good scraping sounds. We like that. Okay, I have the... Fuck. I have the thermal charge thing. So if we find a heat vent, we can kind of just like sit for a little bit and we'll be okay. I think I know where we are now. Internet being funky on your end? Dude, we had an internet outage last night and it was like in the middle of the night and it was one of those like, fucking, are we going to be out all night long or is it actually going to come back? I hate it when that happens. I hate it so much. Hey, J-Dave, how you doing? You forgot about me? Dude, I forgot about me too. Your body doesn't like morphine? That's one of those important drugs. It's like those people who find out that they're like resistant to propofol and like they have to get double or triple the anesthetic dose. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, these like jellyfish stingray guys, they're pretty cool. They don't touch us, I don't think. No, yeah, I stream. A lot of people don't realize that I stream. Which is one of the reasons why I started like tweeting it out and blue skeeting it out or whatever the fuck Blue Sky does. Okay, hold on. If we do this, because we're over a vent, and
Engine powering down.
that should charge a little bit, right? Okay, well, okay. You know what? It'd be nice if I could see that while we're here. Let's see. Do I have anything in here I can clean out? Nope. Listen, I really like the voices, but I can't think about what I'm doing right now, okay? That should be going up, right? Yes, it's going up. Okay, it's still working. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a raider. Holy shit. Gabs Nebula, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god, this is amazing. There's all kinds of beaming down from the mothership. I love that shit. Hi everybody, hello, thank you for the raid. Come in. How you doing? We're trying not to die. You know how it is.
Engine powering up.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. We might make it. You might have raided just in time to watch me die, which would be tons of fun. How you doing? How's life? No, yeah, I'm working on a video. I keep telling people that, and then they're like, dude, it's been years. You're not making another video. It's like, yeah. Oh, thank you, Gabs. I really appreciate that. Okay. Man, if I didn't have this sonar, I would be bumping into everything. Okay, so it's this big tree, and then it's like the Green River area. Oops. It's the Green River area, and I always get a little lost here, and then there's a big sneaky thing that always fucks me up. Yeah, it's like that, but bigger. We gotta go left, I think. I think it's left. Is this my first playthrough? This is technically my second playthrough, but I've never finished the game before. Like, I played it for a good amount, and then, like, I just stopped for some reason. And so, like, this is the farthest I've ever been. Trying to go back to the surface for more materials. Am I gonna fit through that? I don't think so. Oh, this might be really funny. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Oh no, we're not supposed to be doing that. Let's back it up. Back it up. Yep. Okay. All right. Nope. Just, hey, if you could just hold on 1 minute. Yeah. That wasn't the right way. Oh no. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Talibod Dixie. About ready to be hold my beer black box moment, yeah. What were their final words, sir? Send it. I see. Okay, if that closes off, we might be a little screwed. Oh, don't worry, we're good. Those are happy scrapes. Hang on, that looks like alien stuff. Oh, we're coming back for you. Okay. Hey. That rock came out of nowhere, sir. You had there's a co-op mode for this? Oh, fuck. Oh, they were the house, like they would just take care of the base and you would get the resources. Ooh, Sarah and I should do that. That's where we're going. We're going to the yellow marker. I think we're heading the right way. Aw. So, oh, Lugal was the housewife. Got it. My, those are big bones. I hope they don't come alive or something. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a brick fucking wall, isn't it? This is not good. Mod, not mode. Repeat after me. Fuck it, we ball. You know, I know it's alerting me before I bump into stuff, but man, if I could just be better at this game, that wouldn't happen. If you could just stay right the fuck over there, please. Uh-oh. No, okay, we are now drifting. I should probably get out and scan this thing, huh? Okay, I will. Oh, sure. I mean, what mod doesn't have problems, right? That's why they're mods. Okay, you know, we're gonna turn you off.
Powering down.
Thank you, and let's try not to die again. Okay. Can I scan you? That's not a good sound. As far as sounds go, that's one of the bad ones. Oh yeah, this was not a good idea. Yep, back in the ship. Nope, we're not gonna get out of the giant metal tube.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh!
Systems online.
I have Below Zero in my Steam library. I was like, oh, I really want to play that, but I was like, I should really finish a playthrough first. Oh, are you gonna join me, or are you gonna be a dick? You're gonna be a dick. Cool, got it. Okay, if you could just... Yeah, keep doing that. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. That's not good. This ship is not supposed to angle. Bro, are you escorting me, or is this like a... If you could just not... Okay, this is exactly what I was talking about. Nope, this is bad. I do not consent to this physical contact at the moment. Please. The prawn suit's better. Is the prawn suit better in the second game? I mean, it's. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice. I just have a hard time going up. He's just a guy. Oh God, I swear to God, if I'm going in a big ass circle. Hey! He keeps pushing me in the wall. Okay, hang on.
Powering down.
Oh God. Hold on, let me make sure nothing's on fire.
Warning. Creature attack.
Yeah, I'm aware. I see it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get out and...
External hull damage detected.
Yeah, I know. Okay, where's the hull damage? That's okay. I could use the shower. Okay.
Engine powering up.
Let's get the fuck out of here first. I'm trying to go back to my original base because it's got some stuff that I wanted for what is basically my second base. Like, I don't have a way to, like, heal. Like, I can get food, and I built a water filter, and it's thermally powered, so you're fine. But I don't have a way to heal easily, so I wanted to go back for, like, medical stuff, and then also just some other materials. Just to be 100%. And then there was some story stuff up here I didn't do as well. Yeah, the friend can come and give you a lift home. Absolutely. Yeah, am I gonna fit? This is not the exit I normally take, but you know what? If it works, right? I feel like I've been here before. I'm gonna have to get out and fix my ship first. Hey, that looks like there's some scannable stuff there in a big-ass fuck-off mean squid. That's bad. Okay, fire's bad. Fire bad? Fire bad.
Creature attack.
Oh, and there's a creature attacking me. Cool. No, we're doing real well. Don't worry. Alright. Being on fire underwater. Not bueno. We good? Damn it.
Fire extinguished. Air structure.
You stay there, bud. Don't you get fucking near me. No. Stay. Stay. No, that's not a fun sound. Don't like that sound. No, I've made that sound using synthesizers before. That's not... If you could just... Oh, look at me. I'm invisible. I'm a little fish. I'm an inedible little fish. I'm a floating rock. Jesus, they're loud. Oh, God damn it. See, and this is why I need healing, because I literally don't have any, like, health packs or anything. Okay. That. Just a little guy. Yeah, he's like... I'm just hanging out. What's my health look like? Perfect. Okay, I haven't done this habitat yet, which is cool. Hopefully, there might be some sort of supply here, or supplies here, that's useful. Guys got anything for me? Okay, fat lot of nothing right now. What? I have a coffee machine, damn it. Let's see. You got anything? You got anything? Oh, good. A bag. PDA. Why is that so loud? Holy shit. Hold on. I just deafened myself. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. I must be able to go up in here, right? There's got to be a data pack somewhere here. There must be. Yeah, so you can go up in this shelter. Okay, hold on. O2's good. That's locked. It's locked. Okay. There must be a second entrance somewhere then. PDA.
Integrating new PDA
Ha 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 ha. Hatch. Ooh. You got a thingy. Okay. I can go in there and get that. Hmm. Ho ho ho. Okay.
Integrating new PDA data.
Are you seriously not gonna give me a databank game? What if I said please with a capital W? No? No, just not gonna do it, huh? Alright, where's the hatch to get in here? Is it up? I thought this was the door. It is the door. Is the hatch up there? Or no? Or just no hatch? Okay. Alright. It's gonna be like that. Okay, you stay the fuck over there. I thought that was my knife. I just fire extinguished a fish. Alright. Mare. Mare. Hey. Where the fuck did it go? Did I pick it up? Nope. Okay. We're off to a flying start. There, like, needs to be a data pad somewhere here. Because there's only a few recipes I'm missing, and I don't know where exactly to get them. Alright. We are out of here. Ad time. Exit to the surface on the eastern part of this cave. Alright. Let's see if I can pull that off. Right now we're going south. I already have the big aquarium thing. There's something that I missed. What did I miss? Ah, fuck. Not one of the teleporting guys. Oh, fuck. Not one of the big squid guys. This is not going well. Okay. Inside it. Okay. Oh, this is going swimmingly. Oh god. Alright. I didn't see a hatch to get inside the aquarium. But I trust you guys. Let's see. Alright. So, hatch. Oops. Hatch to get in. Then scan the goober. Ladder. Oh, that's how you go up and down. I'm an idiot. Holy shit, I'm so stupid. Me. Give me stuff. Oh, an orange tablet. Cool. I have a purple one. Oh, there's so much equipment. You guys are right. I completely missed this. Let's see. Is there anything else here?
New blueprint acquired.
Ooh, creature egg. I'm going to put that in my aquarium back home, and then it's going to turn into a monster that eats me. I can already feel it. Let's see here. Did I 100% do everything? Because I do not want to embarrass myself. Oh, I have to build the hatch and then I can get into it? Okay. Well, don't have the ingredients for a hatch. Can I turn that sound down? Yeah. Let's do that. Voice ambient? Music master? I can just turn the master down a little bit. It's probably ambient, I think. Let's do that. Give it a shot. Okay, well, I'm going to die of dehydration while underwater somehow, like only I could. So let me look for some stuff to eat. Excuse me.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Cool. Let's get out of here. And if we miss anything, we'll come back. Yeah, I hope that turned that volume down. I don't know why it's so fucking loud. Okay. That's that. Where are we? Okay, you said that... Oh, of course, I turned west. It's like the exit is to the east. Turns the wrong way immediately. Okay. Be easier if this thing wasn't so fucking huge. Okay. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm in the deep Grand Reef? Okay. let's say, for shits and giggles, that there's somebody in the chat who doesn't know what that means. Obviously, I know what the Great Reef,
Seek fluid intake.
Great Deep Reef. Oh, there's 2 of them. Good. This is gonna hurt. I can't go backwards. Why can't I go backwards? I feel like I'm about to, like, Austin Powers get this thing stuck. Great Heat Reef? Yeah. These, like, ball things look like they belong in, like, the Avatar movies. Okay, it said we needed water. I should probably take that a little bit more seriously than I am right now. Fucking really? One of those things? Okay. It's a biome on the surface and I'm under it. Alright. Oh, is that open water? No fucking way that's open water. Alright, let's get some moisture in me. Giggity. No. I know there's multiple ways, like, in and out of places. I just, like, pathed out one way, and I have a couple markers to help me. Just to get right. Okay, game, I will scan it. Jesus. Thank you. Reginald. Love it. No. Yes.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. Okay. Let's see. We are going up here. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, is this open water? That would be so sick. Oh, we can even charge if we needed to. Is it open water for realsies? I think it is. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, perfect. Great. There's 3 ways to get in and out of the underground. See, I have the life pod 2 marked because
Seek fluid intake.
almost. We got to get back. Let me get back home. Then we can get all the fluid we want. Full speed ahead. The fuck is still hitting stuff? Okay, so that's normally how I go down. And it's like I had it mapped out and I memorized what everything looked like so like I wouldn't get lost and things like that. Yeah. Why? Is something on fire? Are we serious right now? Did I literally run this so hot it set itself on... Oh my god! Okay, it's on fire. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Well, that was more exciting than it needed to be. Game. So very kind of you. Jeez. No, yeah, I looked up an interactive map. It was me and playing The Sims, exactly. I saw an interactive map and I was like, oh, look at all these levels. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is going to be hard. Like, that was the thing about the Elden Ring DLC, was for the first Elden Ring game, when you go underground, it's a completely separate map. But in the DLC for Elden Ring, everything is on a different fucking level. So, like, you can be looking at the map and there's, like, 4 different levels that are there. Hi, bisexual Tulare girl. How you doing? It's a great name, by the way. Okay. Oh, it's the sky. Oh. You can really smell the fear in this sub. Yeah. Look at that. It's the ground. Oh my god, I can't wait to get back and get everything that I needed. The tree is basically also a safe zone. Yeah, I've been using the tree as one of the markers in the way that I get down. I always get lost in the little green river thing, but other than that, pretty straightforward. Come on, I'm literally dying of thirst. Alright, I don't want to hit anything. It's so dark. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Okay, hold on. I can see it. It's right there. Dude, I'm having tons of fun with Subnautica. Like, I know people are like, oh, it's a horror game. I'm like, I don't know that it's a... I mean, if you're afraid of the ocean, then yeah, it's definitely a horror game. But, I'm having tons of fun with it. Just as kind of like a survival, not quite like factory builder, but like you have to put together all kinds of resources and stuff. And I'm having fun. Let's see here.
Seek fluid intake.
I know.
immediately.
So this is my original base. This has got all my stuff in it. Whoop. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
See? Look at all the water. Boop.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yay. Okay. What has room? Nope. You're going to see a lot of that going between locker stuff. Let's see. I don't want this. We're just going to store that for later. Okay, now we want you. Boom. 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 Yay. Okay. We're good. Sweet. Let's go and take care of this bright light. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. We don't need any of that. How's everybody in here doing? Let's drop that off. Because why the hell not? Why don't I label my lockers? Oh, because I can't read. Yeah. Common misconception. I actually cannot read at all. Why don't data packs show up? That's so frustrating. It won't label which wrecks I've seen, will it? Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, that's where I am. I am counting down the days for Night Rain. I have a feeling that as soon as Night Rain comes out, I'm basically just going to be unavailable to the rest of the planet. I am so crazy excited for Night Rain. Like, I already play Elden Ring to death. I had to like, I had to almost go on like a Tolly break, where I stopped playing Elden Ring for a little bit, just because it was like I was just playing it way too much. Okay, I have a purple tablet that I got from a time capsule. Let me see if I could find it in my many unlabeled things. Alright, I need another ruby. I might have to start labeling shit. I can't believe I'm saying that. Ooh, what's the new thing? Oh, sweet. Let's see. We need... I do wish the inventory management in this game was a little bit more robust, I will say that. I'll just charge the one, and then just load that up. I thought I had a second. I thought I brought a second. I didn't. Okay. Before you guys make fun of me, let's go ahead and label them. Equipment. Stuff. 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 There you go. Now everything's labeled. All right. Now we know what's inside it. Now I just got to find the purple tablet. There it is. I have played Hotline Miami. Hotline Miami is a lot of fun. 10 out of 10 labeling. Thank you. I know. I'm gifted, honestly. Touched, you might even say. Okay. What do I got? What do I need? I need ruby. I need ruby. The fuck else do I need? I got, okay, titanium, that's easy. Advanced wiring kit, computer chip, fiber mesh. Okay. Fiber mesh shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's these things, right? Well, we're going to find out together. Did I play Heat Signature? No, I did not play Heat Signature. I have actually, believe it or not, been working. Okay. Fucking... There we go. Need that. Oh, but you need this for that. Haha. Okay, I need that, and I need a computer chip, of course. Okay. Fiber mesh. Oh, I need 2 of them. Ah, okay. I need 2 of them. Okay. We can make that happen. That's not a problem. Kia! Nailed it. Straight up working it. Trying. The 2 genders. Stuff and equipment. There you go. Everything else is just liberal propaganda. You're 100% right. Let's see. What else can we do here? Computer chip, table, coral sample, and copper wire. I must have copper. There we go. Oh, wait. No, everything's labeled. Oh, okay, so my copper's in my stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's gold. Shit. All right. Well, you know what? I tried. That's what's important. What's in here? Oh, that's water. Right. Oh, this is my stuff locker. Yeah, see, look, there's some stuff. Oh, look, more stuff. Okay. But you can't label these, so, Fuck, I almost forgot what I was building. Let's see if we can pull this off. Table, coral sample 2. Oh, I'm gonna need 1 more copper. I need 1 more copper. Ugh. Oh, sorry, where I have not played Heat Signature, no. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Alright, I always get confused as to which one table coral is, so I might need some help. Are you table? Nope. You table. Nope. Coral tube. Let's see. It's the horizontal ones, right? It's these? Haha! Okay, and then I need another copper. That's titanium, and my inventory's full. Awesome. Man, I'm having such a great time. Okay. Oh, it's like Hotline Miami? I feel like I've seen trailers for Heat Signature. Because I remember really liking Hotline Miami. I still don't quite... I'm not confident I know what it's about, but... Or Hotline Miami 2. Hotline Miami 1 was, I think, pretty self-explanatory. I just went in a circle. But yeah, Hotline Miami, like the Hotline Miami series are really, really good. I also just like really was into like the vibe, the aesthetics. It's pretty cool. Can I make anything without copper? It's an old game now? No, it's not. Don't say that. That's rude. Okay, I can make 1. And then I need a titanium. It's going to be hilarious if I don't have any titanium. Oh, I've got to have a titanium somewhere. Come on. All right, time to go get the most basic ingredient in the game. And I guess I need 2 of them, right? Yeah. All right. Hello, does anybody have any titanium for me? Thoughts? Opinions? Metal scrap. Literally the first item you pick up in the game. Anybody? Anywhere. Nope. Oh, God. Come on, really? There's no way. That is salt. Apt for where we are right now. Don't make me go to the scan room. Fuck. I will not be going to the scan room for these materials, I swear to God. Well, we got our fucking copper. That's nice. No, that's sulfur and hurts me. Actually, hurt me. Yay! Now I have more space. That's gold. I have plenty of gold. Thank you. That's fucking copper. They are chasing me. This game is stressful no matter how far you get into it, I swear. Dude, there was one demo for Need for Speed that my little sister and I played to death. There was just something about like slamming cars into the side of the road and having it go into slow-mo. It was just so cathartic. Yeah, Uzumek, I'm working on a new video now. Can't promise when it's gonna come out, but I am working on a new video. One of the this is gonna be a really, just bear with me while I explain this. One of the problems I've been having is like for the last 2.5 years, 2 years, really, 2.5. I've been writing in a really like academic style, which is very like pretentious, I know. But it's been sort of like shaking that off and getting back onto the whole like, hey, you need to write this like a human would. You know what I mean? Playing games that you have to download makes you old now? Huh. I think there are enough children in the world. I don't think we need any more. I think we're done there. Scanner can look for scrap? Yeah, I know the scanner can look for scrap in my scanner room, but I don't want to. This is now a matter of pride. No, yeah, so I've been writing in like a really academic style. So like I was going over comments and stuff from the videos and being like, okay, what is like the tone again? I almost forgot what I was doing. I don't think a lot of other YouTubers, or I guess I don't think a lot of other I don't want to get like too up my own ass here, right? I don't think a lot of other styles of video essay really have to deal with the same kind of issues that like you get with music theory so much. You know, like there are a lot of like maker channels, but I don't see a lot of like hardcore engineering channels where it's like, okay, we're going to do calculus to determine like specific heat thresholds or something like that. And music theory is very much just like you're either getting into it and it's a lot of numbers and it's a lot of like complicated subjects,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
or you're talking about like the lyrics. And there's nothing wrong with talking about the lyrics, right? I want to make that very clear. Nothing wrong with just talking about the lyrics. That's cool. But it's not my vibe. Come on. Oh, I've got too much. Oh, if I have too much stuff, I should drop some stuff off in my stuff locker. See? It's a system that works, guys. Oh, I need a computer chip now. Shit. Come on. I'm on a different mouse, so now I can't click. All right. Is that everything? Yes! Green across the board. Let's go put this in. Oh, Into the Woods is reviving in London. That's cool. All right. Now. Where do we want to put things? Well, okay, this we can just finish. Man, if I could put a water filter in here, I would be done. It would be good. Like, I'd be set. Perfecto. Where do I want it? Want it here? Want it here? I like that. Nice. Okay, so that's gonna drain the battery right now. But oh, I know what I need. I need the ingredients for a moon thingy. What do I need? Indoor grow bed? That would be nice. Indoor grow bed would be fantastic. Moon pool. Okay. Ingots. Lube. Because of course, and lead. You're in a server where the bot will yell at you if you say parallel fifth. Oh god, I would fuck with that bot so hard. Who like what Discord server is it? Come on, fish. Yes. Boop. Okay. Can also do like a Twitch word nah, it's okay. Like, I'm not mad that people are asking because it's been forever and I've been really bad about keeping people up to date on my life and stuff. So, you know. Oh, speaking of stuff, I'm going to put this back into my stuff locker where all my stuff goes. Oh, see, look, that's where my stuff is. Whoops, need that. That's not my stuff. That's on my person, and you stay with me. Okay. What are we doing now? Is there, like, a fire extinguisher replenisher thing? No, that's not going to work. I imagine you're just making a fire extinguisher over and over again. I'm not building the Markiplier doll before anybody asks. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? There was something I was going to build, and now I'm here, and I can't remember it. I know I was going to do the moon pool. Still not 1,000% on it. I know I was going to go to the surface. Maybe that was it? Let's check this out. The moon pool? Isn't it called the moon pool? Yeah. The garbage. Let's see. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't want to set up the exterior grow bed. I'm literally thinking about stuff I'm setting up at the second base down at the bottom. I'm not going to build the doll. It's a Markiplier doll. I don't want to. I don't want to. You can't make me. I was gonna do all the. I'm literally like doing everything I can think of that that has to be done on the surface, and then I'm also waiting for that egg to hatch. Well, apparently in like the beta or the alpha or something like that, Markiplier did a video on this, and so. To thank him, the devs put a Markiplier doll in the game. And that's why that exists there. I know I have all kinds of guns and shit. Let's go out to the sub and get them. What do I listen to outside of musical theater? All kinds of stuff. I know a lot of people say that, but like really, all kinds of stuff. No. 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 Here we go. Do I need both of these? I do not think so. So, let's see. Let's reload. Actually, hold on. I don't know where my other ion batteries are. Shit. Let's have you be one of the ion batteries. Let's just reload you. Let's reload you. And then you are gonna need a top up. Hey, there we go. And then let's charge you. Boop, 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 boop. Perfect. Okay, now. I have cells somewhere that are empty and do need to be charged. I have no idea where I put them. I really should label these things. I'm literally going through this just like I literally just made a bunch of these. Well, we can only do 2 power cells at a time, and there's 2 at the base, and then there's 2 at the other base. So you are charged. And, alright, we'll do it over here. No, I like music. Name every genre. Okay. Metal. Pop. Classical. Miscellaneous. Alternative. Non-alternative. Rhythm and blues, rhythm, blues, soul, funk, funky soul, soul blues, funky blues, bluesy soul, rock, metal, depleted uranium, ceramic. Is that all of them? Did I get them all? I think that's all of them. Like, scientifically, that's all of them, right? There are no others? forgot Andean prog rock? Okay. Alright, let's get somewhere where my Cyclops can charge. I'm gonna go to the thermal vent that's... Come on. Turn on. I'm gonna go to where my base is charging. Or at least I'm gonna go to that thermal vent. So I need to find the blue line. No, I want... Yeah, here we go. Let's go to the blue line. We'll go to the thermal vent. That will keep this running while I have all of these onboard devices running. Hopefully. And then we can charge everything in what becomes a mobile base. The only problem continues to be water, ironically. Oh yeah, music concrete, music abstract. There you go. Concrete music and then abstract music. The two musics. Oh, and then silence. I guess silence would be like what, the third form of music? Fuck. Oh god, I don't want to crash. And he crashes. Okay. Please go up. Actually, it'll be easier to see over here. In Danish, we have classical and rhythm. Wow. I was joking, but wow. What are your thoughts on the fact that rap is not music? Oh my god. It's so fucking stupid. Like, to even just say it is like, fuck, it's a really, really stupid statement. Anybody, like, here's the thing, like, if you're gonna put a gun to my head, right, and be like, okay, is rap music, right? Like, yes. If you wanted to be, like, incredibly pedantic, as I have been in the past, I might go so far as to say, like, well, rap is a vocal performance technique. I swear to God. God damn it. It's not warm enough. Okay, I would say that rap is like a vocal performance technique that's frequently performed in the hip-hop genre or the hip-hop style. But, like, that's, like, really missing the point of what's going on. Like, people who are like, oh, rap isn't music, like, they're clearly trying to evoke something racist. Like, it's not even like a dog whistle, it's a foghorn, you know? And you know, it's kind of the same thing when people are like, oh yeah, rap music. Like, if I'm gonna be a dick about it, I'd be like, I mean, I think it's technically hip hop, but it's one of those things where it's just like, that's how language evolves, you know? So yeah, it's like we all know what you're talking about. We all know what you're trying to say. Stop being a dick. And like the greatest, or at least for me, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking define how everybody likes to argue or put together some sort of like rhetorical bit for it. Like the biggest argument is like 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Like if 4 minutes and 33 seconds is music and music concrete is music, right? Like if I can hold a recording device out the window somewhere in New York City and call that music because it is a series of organized sounds that I organized by giving a start, middle, and end, and it is a series of sounds in some way, shape, or form, then yeah, dude, fucking hip hop and rap is clearly music. Like it's just it really like it sucks, and like it really sucks that we're at a point where you have to have the discussion, you know, where it's like, okay, well let's have an actual like conversation about it, because that's how far gone we all are, you know. Yeah, so it's like, you know, I would say that saying the phrase or saying the term rap music would be like saying, oh, this is singing music, right? Or this is yodeling music, right? It's not, I mean, it is like, it's descriptive. It's not something that typically happens. I think what it is, honestly, if you're going to ask me what it is it's just It's a bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about. They hear hip hop, they hear rap, they put it all into one group like they did with rhythm and blues, right? To disparage it, they're like, oh, if it's all just the same noise, then everybody's like, oh yeah, well, we don't have to think about it, we don't have to listen to it, and then they don't take it seriously. You know, it's so stupid, so stupid. Okay, there's one. I'm looking for more heat areas to charge my Cyclops, because if I can't do that, I'm gonna have to manually recharge it, which would suck, but is not completely off the table. I remember what I was gonna do. Okay, there's my Seamoth. There's that. All right, let's stock up on water and medical supplies. I'm gonna start building the rocket. You have a viral flu, Merquim? I'm so sorry. That sounds terrible. I'm actually ready to go in. My doctors have been talking about this, and they're like, we're gonna need you to start an intensive medical thing. I have to go in like 2 or 3 times a week, and they're giving me this medication. And as a part of this medication, because it's so intense, I have to sit down with them and have them monitor me for 2 to 3 hours afterwards, because the medication can like do things to you. And I'm just like, it's so I'm not here for it. It's like, it's just such a huge commitment. Let's see. We're trying to avoid the VIP parking spots. I'm being incredibly stubborn about it, which is totally some sort of like internalized ableism, but it is what it is. Yeah, sorry, your name, Itad? I mean, all that kind of like plunderphonics or like that kind of found percussion stuff, like it's been going on for, I think, close to 100 years now. You know, like I met a Pulitzer Prize winning composer while I was in my undergraduate who won the Pulitzer, like basically playing music with like Pyrex bowls, like stuff he found in a junkyard that he put together. Like if you're really interested in it, I would say look up found percussion, you know, and then the electronic version of that is like plunderphonics. So honestly, I think plunderphonics and hip hop have like a real, like the Venn diagram overlaps really well. Which is one of the things I think makes hip hop like really, ooh, why is that glowing? That's something that makes hip hop like really, really cool. Oh, it was a barnacle full of copper. Cool. It's a small L. Oh, LTAD. Sorry. I'm actually illiterate. I can't read. Sorry. Yeah, I have all kinds of little chronic things. It's just one of those things. David Bruce made a classical rap piece. Huh. So what do you mean? Okay, but that's the thing is like, what do you mean by classical? Right? And this is, so like I was saying, it's like trying to get back into the swing of things. Like this is where things get really difficult because the conversation around music, especially online, just because music education, and when I say music education, I mean like grade school, has been disparaged for so long that now it's like I can't sit here and be like, oh, okay, so here are like the very specific elements of like the classical period as we know it from the common practice period because of all the chromaticism that it introduced, or the Galant style and things like that, because so few people do like music education. So now it turns into like a broader like, oh, what's this genre, what's the style, you know, instead of like it, even like the conversation, even like in my experience, and again, this is just my experience, it tends to skip out on like even
multiple energy signatures
instrumentation, which is really sad. Where it's like, we're not even going to talk about like what instruments we think are there, because that's huge. that's huge. It's its own thing, and it just really, really bums me out. You know, because there's all kinds of subjectivities in music. Obviously, it's fucking music, that a lot of people are just trying to treat as objective, and it's difficult. It's like, what if I said, "Oh, this is objectively a comedy film," and I'm like, "This is The Dark Knight Rises." Like, you could find it funny. Why is that so loud?
PDA data.
All right, what's down here? I remember there was like an alien thing on the island somewhere. I want to say. Okay. Well, it's like the instrumentation is important no matter what you're talking about. So it's like, oh, okay, what if it's like a cappella? Well, then you're just talking about vocal music. Like, not all choir music is a cappella. Like, in my understanding, a cappella is like, oh, it's written to be performed with instruments, but we're removing the instruments, so it's just voices. And so it's like, you know, like that's one thing. But then it's also like, what instruments are here? There are a lot of people who just like. There are a lot of people who listen to almost exclusively electronic music, and not only do they not realize it, but like they obviously don't know how to put it together themselves, and that's just such a bummer. It's like, it's why people rely on AI art. Like, they rely on AI art because they lack the skills to express themselves with more robust tools. You know, it's like, why do we need art class? Like, fucking, that's why we need art class, dude. Hang on, my thingy said there's stuff here. Okay, so we're just getting all kinds of dry plants. A Ming plant. What are you? Inventory full. Alright, now I'm overhydrated. What are these? Ming, bulbo tree, grub basket, voxel shrub. Alright. Well, we're just scanning everything. I know there's an alien factory somewhere here. There's the thingy up there. Okay, let's drop this off in storage. And then we will come back. We will come back for you. God, it must have been really frustrating trying to design an island that you couldn't, like, get lost on. Or stuck on. Because you can't, like, double jump or anything. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Yep. I didn't make it. Okay, storage. Oh, good, we got more water. Okay. Alright, we're going to the mountaintop here. So yeah, it's like, like, that alone is frustrating, but then it like, for me, it becomes a conversation about, like, the content, right? Like, I've been in graduate classes where, you know, the conversation is just about, like, the instrumentation or just, like, the style or something like that. And that's grounds to get, like, an F, right? You know, it's like if you're in a film class and it's like, well, it looks like it was filmed on digital. You're like, great. That's great for, like, if you're, like, in music appreciation, that's really good. That's not what we're talking about, though. So it's like, okay, well, it's chromatic. How chromatic is it, right? Are we modulating to closely related key signatures or distant related key signatures? Are we dealing with borrowed chords, any sort of modal mixture, right? I want to say that there's an instance or two where Beethoven is using a ninth chord. Do we see any ninth chords? Because then it's not classical. Then we're solidly in the Romantic period. You know, and if we're solidly in the Romantic period, what does that mean? Oh, indoor grow bed. Perfect. I wanted this. And so, like, those are the conversations, and those are the kinds of things, like, I would love to talk about. But it's like, when, like, you know, it's like I say, it's like trying to teach people about, like, what makes, it's gonna get loud. God damn it.
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
It's like trying to explain to people what makes, like, a good screenwriter work if they can't read English. You know what I mean? It's like you're missing out on so much that I don't really know where to help you. It's literally just like missing out on the foundations. Can I take this apart? No, I can't. And that's it's heartbreaking. Like I know it sounds dramatic, right? But it really is, because you're missing out on so much. And then because that's like the descriptive part of it, but then you get to the prescriptive part, because it's like, okay, well, I'm going to try and teach you about something that'll really help you in the future. Like, this is going to help you. Actually, hang on. Ow. Let me mark this. Proposed. Oh, is that here? Yes, okay. Going back, dropping off all these plants. Like trying to cook without knowing what salt and pepper are. It's like trying to cook without knowing how to turn on the oven. You know? Like it sucks, because it's like, imagine if it's like, imagine you get a student come in and they're like, oh my God, teach me how to cook. And you're like, what's your favorite food? And they're like, Whopper. You know, it's not that there's anything wrong with a Whopper. It's not that there's anything wrong with McDonald's, unless you eat too much of it, right? But it's like, if I want to sit here and talk about some sort of really complicated flavor profile or combination of seasonings that you only find in Thai food, these are not things that you're going to be exposed to, that you're going to like understand or have the palate for. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's like, it's the other hard part. The other hard part is like trying to explain all these things, because okay, so like this happens all the time. You'll get to something funky, which in the world of classical music and like the Romantic period, it'd be like the Neapolitan six or the augmented six chords, right? Italian, French, German, where you have the flat six, raised fourth, the tonic, and then either a doubled tonic, the second scale degree, or a lowered third scale degree for Italian, French, and German, right? And you know, then you get to like, oh yeah, well, you know, the German 6/5 is an enharmonic dominant chord, and so you could technically use it as a pivot chord, but it would be extremely jarring because you're modulating to, quick math, I think like a chromatic median, which is different for, is it a chromatic median? I can't remember now, but you're like modulating to a weird key for something like Mozart or even Haydn, right? And then what happens is everybody and their mother's like, oh my God, this piece of music is good because it has a German 6/5 chord, right? Like, oh my God, there's German 6/5 chords everywhere. And it's like, it's not a German 6/5 chord. It is an enharmonic, like enharmonically you could call it a German 6/5 chord, right? But that's like saying, oh yeah, I bought a car. And, oh, sorry. It's like saying, instead of saying, oh, I went out and bought a car, you say, oh, I went out and bought an internal combustion engine to attach to an automatic transmission with a carriage that can occupy up to 4 people. It's like, one, neckbeard. 2, it doesn't really explain what it is that you got. Like, oh, I got a Ferrari, right? And so then it's like, it's layers upon layers of confusion at that point, which is like impossible to remediate. You can't, like, one, they think that including the quote unquote fancy music theory makes the piece of music better somehow, right? That's bad, because you're going to fall into Eurocentricity at Mach 7, right? Like, you're immediately going to be like, oh, okay, we now need to teach this kid that following the rules of 18th century Vienna might not be applicable to Guns N' Roses. And that's fine. Come here. But like these things quickly fall out of context, right? And then people will be like, oh, this is what makes this music better, this is what makes this music worse, this is what does this is what does that. And it's like, I mean, I could explain it, but we'll be here all day, right? And then that happens for so long that like people don't realize that some of these concepts are really, like, I don't use the word simple, but not crazy advanced, right? And so like I'll see a video, and this is not his fault, right? But like I'll see a video and it's got Jacob Collier in it, and he's like, oh, you know, the cool thing about a fully diminished 7th chord is that it modulates between 4 different keys, so it's kind of a nexus point for keys, and it's a really, really flexible pivot chord. And all the comments just like, oh my god, he's reinventing music. Holy shit, it's this, it's that, and the other. And I'm sitting here and I'm like Bach demonstrated this in his cantatas from the 16 fucking hundreds. Like, this is a 400-year-old idea, right? Like, yeah, we know this isn't fucking revolutionary, but everyone treats it as if like Jacob Collier just invented music theory. And then the other thing that's really like frustrating is like, yes, a fully diminished seventh chord is completely symmetrical, and the best way that I could demonstrate it's symmetrical is using set theory and specifically a clock diagram, right? Like, well, if you use a clock diagram, you can demonstrate that a fully diminished seventh chord is symmetrical because it's like 0369, right? That would be the set. And then you can look at the interval vector and things like that. But then it but the thing is like, once you get to that point, you're so far ahead from where like people are used to that like you lose them. And then it turns into like, well, we'll just sit down and listen to anything that you have to say because you sound like you're right. And then that like really, really quickly turns into, I can say and do anything and people will agree with me. And that's stupid fucking dangerous. You know what I mean? Yeah, fucking, I don't want to be mean to the kid because I don't have to. Fucking everybody else is mean to him, like, a lot. But like, I don't like. I've only ever seen people speak about Jacob Collier positively in a few very select settings. He sort of typifies that kind of like. I want to be really careful with my words here because I don't want to like offend anybody. I really don't. I'm not just trying to be like, you know, I don't know if virtue signaling is the right word for it, but like I don't want to be a dick. But you know, there are these like sophomore jazz performance majors who are just like, I can't believe you haven't memorized every single scale on the planet. Jeez. Like, oh dude, I transcribed all of Bird's stuff by the time I was 12. What are you even doing? You know, like, these guys were just very much, you know, what's like scale and chord relationship, and I gotta stop talking, otherwise I'm gonna like clipped out of context. It's just, it's so frustrating because it misses the point so fucking hard. And like it really is, at least from where I am, it's very much like Reddit atheist. Right? It's like, even if you're right, and that's a big fucking if you're right, you're still a giant dick. you know? It's like, even if what you're saying is technically correct, you are such an asshole that I don't want to be around you anymore. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's not how you like foster curiosity. You know, you're not going to create an environment where people can be like, oh, cool. So what about like, this piece, like can we talk about, like, I don't know, Sabrina Carpenter? Like, you're not going to feel confident talking about Sabrina Carpenter to these guys because they're going to be like, oh my god, it's diatonic, kill yourself. And it's like, fucking, can I just like enjoy something, please? Like, it's okay. And it's like, one, I fucking hate that. I hate that so fucking much. And it really pissed people off in grad school because grad school is where those people go to like digivolve into their final form. That, you know, grad school is where those guys go to like just be the smartest fucker in the room. And so when it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm a YouTuber and I'm paying for grad school by screaming about cats on the internet, they're like, oh, this dude isn't real. And then I get above 100 for a final grade in my post-tonal analytics class, and it just shuts them up. And now we're not friends on Facebook, and I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I'm sorry, man, you're not special. But fuck me if that's not something that has happened so many times I've lost track. And so like Jacob Collier is it's like shit on Velcro, dude. He is a magnet for these kinds of like, why is it so loud?
Integrating new PDA data.
He is just a magnet for these dudes who are just like painfully unfuckable. You know what I mean? Oh, bulkhead, cool. Yeah, so... Oh, dude, they should totally collaborate with Power Washing Simulator and clean these off. That'd be kind of cool. All right, let's go down there.
Blueprint acquired.
And so, yeah, so Jacob Collier is just like a magnet for these guys. And it's really frustrating because you can very clearly tell the guys who are like experienced and then the ones who aren't because of how much they're like, actually, those are not dominant sevenths. Those are very clearly misspelled German 6.5s. And you're like, this can't be serious. And before you guys ask, because I know that like just talking about this makes people nervous. The difference between a German 6.5 and a dominant seventh is one, the spelling, right? Be aware of what pitch classes they're using and why. That's always important. And then two, context, right? I need the marble melons because apparently those are really good food. Do I want a Chinese potato? I cannot tell you how badly I want a Chinese potato. Okay. What else is here? Purple tablet. I'm going to need that. Get rid of the titanium. I'm going to have to head back really soon because this... My bags are full. Yeah, no, the answer is context. 99% of the time, whenever you have a question about music.
Integrating new PDA data.
The answer is context. Let's see here. Don't need a battery, but thank you.
Integrating new PDA data.
Do we need a battery?
I said wait for the storm to pass.
Huh.
Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
do you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or
Let's
how
see.
to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so,
See, that's
what's
salt.
your boy's life
Let's-
worth to you today? If tomorrow you're going to be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like,
Okay.
let him go deal with the plants.
Let's see.
Go deal with the plants.
Oh, Master Dylan with a prime. Thank you so much.
Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Sorry, I got distracted by the PDA because it started playing because I accidentally hit tab.
I will leave
What's up?
here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time.
Sarah's working from home, so she's been listening to this whole thing.
This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like nobody knows anything about music theory because like not everybody picks up an instrument. Not everybody sings. You know, it's like, you know, and then music classes get cut from schools, and you're like, shit. Oh, thank you, Master Dylan. I really appreciate that message. That's really nice. If you need any help with your homework, okay, like I'm not kidding. Let me know, okay. What are my thoughts on sampling? My thoughts on sampling are complicated and many. Ooh, 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 ooh! Eltad with the tier 1 gifted. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I appreciate it. Holy shit, we have a hype train. Oh no. We have a hype train. I don't know what to do. Love the samples at Costco personally. There you go. Now we're talking. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So okay, so yeah, so let's talk about your German 6.5s, right? Oh, Gingy with the tier 1. Oh my god! Thank you, Sarah. We have a hype train. Woo!
It only took me 4 tries to save my voicemail.
Yeah, welcome to my life. Thank you guys so much for the subs. You don't have to sub. I won't be mad if you don't sub. Trust me. You don't have to. You don't have to. Because I know I don't stream very regularly. So if you're like, oh, I can't justify it, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. You don't have to sub. But thank you so much for the subs. I really appreciate it. I do really appreciate it. Okay, so let's talk about your German 6/5 chords, right? Let's do everything in no sharps, no flats, because it'll be nice and easy, right? So, can anybody tell me what a dominant 5/7 would be, the dominant 7th chord in C major? That one's nice and simple. Dominant 7th, built off of the dominant in C major. I think even ChatGPT could get that right. And ChatGPT really struggles with music theory.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You know some of those words? Alright, we can go over them. Don't worry. Can I build any of these? No. Need to sit in front of a piano to do this? Well, you can open up a digital piano like on Google. I don't think my potato plant likes that, but you know what? That's okay. Hey. Hey. Things are happening. E something? Okay, so if we are in C major, right? If we are in C major and we want to build off of the 5, which is the dominant, that would be G. Right? So, G being the 5 in C, what is a dominant 7th chord or a major minor 7th chord built off of G? Did the hard part for you. You're the G2, thanks, yeah. So, major minor or dominant, that means we're starting with a major triad and then we're adding a minor 7th, right? So, a G major triad is GBD. Yeah? And then to add the minor 7th above G is F, GBDF, right? Ba-da-ba-ba. We have, I wish I had my piano here instead of just singing all these notes. So it's GBDF. So GBDF is a dominant 7th chord that would resolve to the tonic, in this case C, or the 1 chord, right? Very straightforward. D goes down to C, the leading tone, B goes up to C, G stays the same, and the F resolves down to E, right? GBDF is that. Get a melodica? I'm not getting a melodica. Yeah, so G, B, D, F. Those would be. Oh my God, where am I? I'm lost. Yeah, okay. So those would be the notes, right? So let's say now. Sorry, I was gonna sneeze. Actually, let me do the math to figure out what the enharmonic is. But I'm also doing this, so give me a minute. Hang on. I mean, we could do B flat. Would that work? No. Have to be B flat on the 4th. Sorry, I'm fighting off a headache. B flat is it E. C, no. B flat, B. That won't work either. Hang on. Let me see if I can work this out for you guys, because I wanna make a point, right? And I want to do this in such a way where people can follow, even if they're having a little bit of trouble listening to whatever the hell I'm talking about. That wouldn't work. Ooh, that could work. Yeah, don't want to lose the plot here. D, B, that would be... that's wrong too. See, I'm trying to put up an exercise on the fly. You guys are getting top tier content right now. I need you all to know that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm literally putting together like a little exercise here. You guys can't see it, but it's the shit. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see here. We need emotes? Yeah, you need emotes. Definitely need emotes. A flat. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I have Pokemon music stuck in my head. Really should have worked this out beforehand. Would have been nice. Would have been convenient. Would have been easier. B, F. Yeah, that looks about right. Michael Jackson, hee energy. It really is. See, F, A flat, B, D. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, I have paint open. I have paint open. And I'm getting distracted. Starting to draw stuff. Wait, I needed. Haha! I remember now. We were actually on a timer. Shit. Okay, we got those. We didn't get all the plants. Oh, wait. Let's leave. Let's take one. We're going to need more beds. That's fine. Okay, you guys grow. We're going to need some more metal, and I'm not going to fuck with it, so we're going to go to the scanner room. I totally got distracted. And we're on a time limit here. I am sorry. Oh, and my shit's all broken. Okay. Scanner room, do your work. Okay, cool. Oh, ha. It is working. Okay, that one's way far away. Stick fight it, Don. You got it? Yeah. How much room do I have? I have room for 2. I will get 2. Okay, now we build the titanium, get another grow bed, build more plants. Then we put a grow bed on the, going the wrong way. Then we put a grow bed on the Cyclops. And with a grow bed on the Cyclops, we can grow plants that will give us infinite water, and then that thing will just immediately work. Thank you, LTAD. I really appreciate it. Sleep well. Yeah, I can't promise the new video is going to be soon, but I am working on it. Actually, this is a good time. I'm going to go to the bathroom, guys. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, does it work? Yep. Yes, okay. Let's keep going. I did wash my hands. Thank you very much. I did wash my hands. How you doing? What did I miss? Hope you guys have been polite to one another. I need more room, actually. This is strange. That's not enough for grow bed. Actually, I could. Nah. This will be fine. This will be fine. We're making more room. Totally didn't try to track my IP. That's good to hear, because if you track my IP, I mean, I'd probably never stream again. Right? That'd be the only, like, safe thing to do. Nordic sibling fight. Okay. That sounds like something I'm not going to get invested in, with all due respect. Alright, let's go plant some trees and shit. We can drop this off because it's stuff. Want that. Don't need that. See, we are planting. We are planting. Yes. I don't like where that is. Never put a Dane, a Sweden, and a Norwegian in the same room. I'll try not to. I can't make any promises. Popsicle is actually a sleeper agent in all my videos. Yeah. He's a little menace. He's definitely in trouble. What were we talking about before? We were talking about German 6.5s, weren't we? Okay, so who here remembers what the dominant seventh is in C major? Nice and simple. No sharps, no flats. 4 notes, major minor chord. German shepherds or something like that? No. Close, but no. There are no wrong answers, except there is a wrong answer. That's right. Gilbert got it right. GBDF, right? Major minor seventh. Okay. So let's now do something a little bit more tricky. Let's build a German 6.5 chord, or an augmented 6 chord, in B major, a half step down. Right? Who wants to do that for me? It's the 7th dom in the polycule. I hate you guys so much. What makes a chord German? Excellent question, Mosered. Okay, so there are 3 augmented 6 chords, right? They came around during the late Romantic period, along with the Neapolitan 6 chord. And these chords exist for the exact same reason all chords exist, because they make for good voice leading. When it just makes for smooth transitioning from one note to the next. That's pretty much all it means, right? Now, the Neapolitan 6 is kind of on its own. It's a first inversion, 2 chord in a minor key with a lowered second scale degree. So again, we're going to do C major because C major is nice and easy, especially if these are new concepts, right? If you're in C major, or sorry, C minor, your 2 chord is a diminished triad, so it'd be D, F, A flat. Then you lower the second, or lower the second pitch class of C minor, D, you get D flat, F, A flat, which is a major chord. But that creates better voice leading, again, given the context. So that's why the Neapolitan 6 is on its own. So for the augmented 6 chords, there are 3 of them. There's the Italian, the French 4-3, and the German 6-5, or the Italian 6, the French 4-3, German 6-5. So the numbers, because we all do our figured base, which all comes from species counterpoint, we know what our inversions mean and why. And the inversions are really important because The whole purpose, that's a lot of metal salvage. The whole purpose of these chords is for the better voice leading, so their inversions become important. Now, in order to have an augmented sixth chord, you have to have an augmented sixth. Where does that augmented sixth appear? Does anybody know?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If you don't know, that's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not going to make fun of you. This stuff can get kind of complicated kind of fast. That's a lot of salvage slaps flex tape on it. Yeah. Okay, my stuff is hatching nicely. My stuff is growing nicely. Yes, Gilbert is right. The flat 6 and the sharp 4. So the fi and the lay, right? So if you think of flat 6 and sharp 4 in C major, right? That's going to be an A flat and an F sharp, right? Well, we know that A up to F is... Anybody? You're out of practice? Oh, no, you can do it. I believe in you. A up to F. What's the interval of A up to F? I believe in you guys. I really do. What would be A up to F sharp? Think about A major, right? It is a sixth. You're right. It is a sixth. Because if you think about this, F to A, that's a major third. So an A up to F, right? The inverse of a third is a sixth. So you're right about the sixth. And then the inverse of a major is a minor. So it would be a minor sixth, right? So if you have F or A up to F is a minor sixth, A up to F sharp is a major sixth, then an A flat to an F sharp, which is 1/2 step larger, that's your augmented sixth. You can also look at it as an inverted diminished third if you really want to, but that's just making life hard for yourself. So that is the augmented sixth. Very good. That is where the augmented sixth exists in the augmented sixth chords. And those augmented the augmented sixth between the lowered sixth scale degree and the raised fourth scale degree exist in all three of the chords, the Italian, French, and the German. What make them different? Well, the Italian augmented sixth chord is a triad, right? There's only 3 notes in it. Whoa, what was that? Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Did I screw up my upgrades? No, we're good. Okay, so triad. That means 3 notes. So we have the augmented sixth. That's 2 of those notes. The other note is the tonic, right? Making up for the music theory test you missed today. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. Let's keep drilling. Okay. So we have our augmented sixth. The other thing that every augmented sixth chord has is the tonic. So we're in C major. We're building our augmented sixth chord. The fuck is this? Oh, Creepvine. That's cool. We have our A flat, which is the lowered sixth. We have our F sharp, which is the raised fourth, and then we'll have our tonic being C. So A flat, C, F sharp is our Italian sixth chord. A French augmented sixth chord has the exact same notes as an Italian augmented sixth chord. The only difference being that the French augmented sixth chord adds a second, or the second pitch class, the second scale degree. So in the case of C major, we add a D, right? So for French augmented 4/3, right, because that's the inversion that it's in because it's a 7th chord, remember? Italian 6 because it's first inversion, 4/3, then 6/5, 4/3 is a second inversion, 6/5 is first inversion, 4/2 is third inversion when you're dealing with 7th chords, right? So when you have a French chord in C major, you have the exact same notes as the Italian chord. So you have A flat up to F sharp, that's our augmented sixth. Then you have the tonic, which is C, so you'll have C. And then you have the second scale degree. The second scale degree in C major is anybody. Second scale degree of C major should be super easy. Need a paint stream where I visualize all this? I would just do it in like Sibelius to be easier. D, Gilbert's nailing this. You got it. D, everybody got it. D, we like the D. Exactly. Okay, so French, the French augmented 6 chord, which is a French 4/3, right, is in C major, A flat, F sharp, C, and D. Now, why are they called Italian, French, and German? That's a great question. Anyway, no, but that is the actual answer. The idea is that the augmented 6 chords, and if I had a whiteboard with me, I would explain it, but trying to explain this without a whiteboard is basically a nightmare. Each of these augmented 6 chords basically creates a better voice leading to a dominant chord, right? So they're all predominant. They all function as predominant chords leading to a dominant function. So you could see the augmented 6th resolving to the 5 really easily. That sharp 4 goes up to a 5. That flat 6 goes down to a 5 as well, right? So it creates better voice leading. That's the whole point. Now, I'm pretty sure there was some treatise, some article, some book, something written in the 1800s or whatever, where this guy's like, oh, well, this is how the French like to do the blankety blank. This is how the Italians like to blankety blank. The names are pretty much arbitrary. There's no other reason for it other than someone at some point, right, came up with it. I wish that wasn't the answer, but that's the answer for a lot of music theory. Okay, so finally, we have our German 6/5, right? Now, the Italian augmented 6 chord, flat 6, sharp 4, tonic note, right? Tonic. French, exact same as the Italian, added second scale degree. German 6/5, the exact same, but instead of a second scale degree, you have the lowered third scale degree. So, we're in C major. We're doing a German augmented 6, so it's a German 6/5. We have A flat, F sharp, C, and then can somebody please tell me what the minor third is in the key of C? So the third in C minor or the lower third in C major? Any idea? E flat. Excellent. You guys are fucking awesome. I love you guys. It is E flat indeed. So German augmented 6 in the key of C is A flat, F sharp, C, and E flat. Right? Now, here's where things get kind of goobery, and here's the difficulty. You can respell that German augmented 6th if you try really, really hard. I would not recommend it, but it can be done, right? So let's take this German augmented 6 chord. We have A flat, we have C, and we have E flat. Okay, well, hang on. A flat, C, E flat, because we drill all of our chord qualities, right? That's just a major chord, right? Well, in order for it to be a dominant 7th, we need to add that minor 7th. So it's a minor 7th above A flat. G flat. Well, because it's an augmented 7th, or an augmented 6 chord, sorry, we have F sharp. We don't have G flat. They are in harmonic of one another, though. So you can listen you can listen to a German, yeah, exactly, it's a dominant 7th chord. So you can look at the German augmented 6 chord and you can see it as an enharmonic dominant 7th. So if you have German 6/5 in C, right, that also functions as a 5/7 of E flat? Does that sound right? I think E flat. Yeah, because it's A flat, C, E flat, G flat. The F sharp and the G flat are enharmonic of one another. So you can pivot to that median. You can pivot from C to E flat functionally. It would be really jarring though. But that kind of ambiguity exists. Right? So, sorry. So you can, it's crunchy for the Romantic period. It's not necessarily crunchy for our purposes here. Do any of you guys want to be scanned? The fuck are you? Oh, he's so cute. Let's see. Alright. It is better if you hear them. Well, especially in context. So, like, if you... Depending on what chords you see before and after. Oh, wow. This gives a lot of water. That's amazing. Okay, how do we get more melon fruit seeds? Because I think I just ate my one melon fruit. I'm going to throw myself off the fucking bridge. Ooh, okay. I need more melon fruit. How do we do melon fruit? Oh, I wish I didn't eat that. Fuck! I'm gonna have to go back on the island. Alright, we can't scan for them either. Anyway, so as you can see, right, based off of what we're talking about here, is that you can literally just like rewrite the 7th. You can rewrite the 7th of the German 6.5, or sorry, rewrite the sharp 4 in the German 6.5 so that it becomes the 7th of a dominant 7 in the flat 6, built off of the flat 6, which would actually be dominant. It should actually be dominant of the... Oh wait, no, the flat 2. It's not E flat major. Oh my god. I went the wrong way. It's a dominant in D flat major. That's right. So if you have your German 6.5 built off of C, built in the key of C, so it is A flat C, E flat, F sharp, right? And harmonically that's A flat C, E flat, G flat. That's the dominant of D flat major, right? So you can use that as a pivot chord to modulate up a half step. That's right, because it's not a chromatic median, because the medians are fine. It's a half step. Oh, okay, good night, sir. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. No, so yeah, so you can modulate a half step. Now, if you look at your circle of fifths, right, you know that going a half step means that you're traveling to the other side of the circle of fifths, basically, right? Think about how many fifths you have to stack on top of one another before you get to a half step, right? So it is the exact opposite of a closely related key signature, right? Modulating from C to C sharp, you're going plus or minus 7 flats, 7 sharps. Sorry, 7 sharps, 5 flats, depending on how you want to look at it. So it's very, very jarring, and so it functions as a pivot chord, technically speaking. Like, it is not technically incorrect, but you're modulating to such an extreme place that it's going to be jarring no matter what. It's going to be really difficult to tonicize. Hey, we found the alien place. Awesome. I need to make more beacons, and I need more of that melon fruit. I came here for melons, not your alien stuff. And so, like, okay, so using this example, right, this very specific example, which takes a lot to explain, right? Like, that's a lot no matter who you are. What'll happen is I could say, oh, okay, well, we're talking about enharmonics and quote-unquote misspelling chords with the wrong pitch classes, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool, great, wonderful, groovy. Some kid will now go out there and be like, oh my god, this blues piece is actually full of German 6/5 chords that are misspelled. Oh my god, the blues is actually just a bunch of German 6/5s. Oh my god, this is amazing. What's happening is that in blues, stylistically, every chord is a dominant chord. In baby's first blues, right? Like, none of the advanced changes or turnarounds or substitutions, nothing like that, right? So every So every blues, right? Every 1, 4, 5 blues, every chord is dominant. Instead of like the one chord having a major 7th on it like you would see with jazz. That's not, none of this is what I need. I need the fucking melons. So every single chord is dominant 7th. Some idiot kid who watches a YouTube video going like, oh yeah, German 6/5s can be misspelled dominant 7ths if you look at it in a weird way, is going to go, oh my god, there's German, I mean, it's 6 chords everywhere. Oh, this blues musician is actually really good because his piece is full of German augmented 6/5 chords. Oh my god, this is genius. Why didn't anybody talk about it? I'm gonna go out and write a piece of music that is nothing but German augmented 6/5 chords, and I'm gonna go through all 12 key signatures because then it'll be super complicated. Yay! And like it comes out sounding like ass, because it is ass, right? You're gonna really struggle to make that sound good unless you're specifically going for something atonal, right? Or you're doing some sort of like etude or like fucking practice exercise, right? Like you're trying to do some like weird like jazz drill where you're going through every single key center using this particular voicing so that it sounds like a 6/5 or German 6/5. And then even then you're just screwing yourself. And so it's that, right? Over and over and over and fucking over again. And so that's just like the subtext of what it's like me going on the internet. Where it's like, oh my god, so-and-so did blankety blankety blank blank blank. And I'm like, cool, what's the context? Because I don't think you're right. Like, I'm going to be as kind as I can here and just say, you are wrong. But I don't really know how to say that in a way that won't make you upset with me. I swear to God, if there's only like one melon in the game and I just fucking ate it, I am going to cry. Well, yeah, and so then that's the other thing is it's like, oh my god, this is how they did the blues, blah, blah, blah. You now have this like backdoor entrance for people to be like really, oh, look, PDA.
Signal location uplifted.
Woo!
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
Well, so now you have like a backdoor for people to be like really racist, right? Because your German augmented, your augmented 6 chords in general, let alone like a series of German augmented 6s, right? You're not going to see regularly in like the common practice period. It comes toward the end of the common practice period, more in the like mid-late romantic period, right? Like I know like Beethoven threw a couple in here and there, but they weren't exactly common for him. You know what I mean? So, or at least I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they weren't. I could be wrong there. Anyway, the point is that like, okay, well you have the blues, right? The blues is a really important American musical style with a lot of cultural weight, especially in the African American community, right? Obviously, like it's synonymous. Like it literally tells the story. It's beautiful, right? But if you're gonna sit here and have this whole argument where it's like, oh, it's not a series of, I literally just went a circle. God fucking damn it. It's not augmented 6 chords. It's not dominant 7th chords. It's misspelled augmented 6 chords. You know, some nutsack, some neckbeardy kind of guy online can now be like, actually, you see, these people who are doing the blues, actually this and that, and actually this and actually that. These composers in Germany were actually doing it 200 years ago. So there you go. And it completely misses the point, completely misses the context, is functionally incorrect, right? But in order to have this argument, you first have to go through this huge rigmarole, this giant explanation, right? And it like nobody wants to sit down and listen to that, especially from the person who's trying to tell them why they're incorrect. You know? Like that's not how it works. I swear to God, if there are no more melons, I'm gonna actually lose my mind. I read online that melons are like the play to keep you hydrated when you're in the depths. If they're only on grow beds, and that was the only one, I could be boned. Hey, there's a little bit of gravity there. Oh no, I completely agree that people need to be wrong, absolutely, but like people will not go out and pursue being wrong regularly. You know, like that's not something that people do, especially if it's something that like especially if it's like I just got off a 10-hour shift at work and I just want to come home and relax. I'd really love to listen to somebody tell me about how I'm wrong. You know, like that's not that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You know. Like, I made that video about Avatar being racist, and I was like, yeah, dude, there's, like, a lot of shit here that nobody's paying attention to. And it pissed off a lot of people. Because everyone's like, dude, I'm just trying to enjoy the movie. What the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but, like, you know, it's a tough situation. Like, a tough situation. So it's like, it's a really, really difficult situation. So, like, I'll see something posted online, clearly wrong, like, clearly somebody using, like, an extremely, extremely sketchy justification for something that is obscenely racist, right? And it's like, in order for me to sit here and tell you why you're wrong, we first have to go through a good, like, half-hour explanation where if I had a whiteboard, it would make it easier. You know, and like, I don't have that. You're not going to sit through it. I doubt you'll even understand it. You know, and it's like trying to explain this to somebody who can't even read music is like a huge problem, right? It'd be like trying to explain rhyming patterns to somebody who can't read English. It's like, how do you communicate that information to them? You know, even if you're like, oh, no, just like listen for it, right? They don't necessarily know what they're listening for. Right? They might just be hearing chords as their own sonority instead of like a collection of individual notes. That's something that comes with ear training, right? Like I had that problem too. It's totally normal. It doesn't make you a good person, doesn't make you a bad person. It's just fucking the way it is, you know? And so like it's so like I'll see a Jacob Collier like tweet or TikTok or something like that, and then I look through the comments and I'm like, all right, that's enough internet for today. I'm just gonna go go lay down. I get seeds by hitting it with a knife. Yeah, see, that's where I went wrong. I just fucking ate it like an idiot. Is there another island? There better be another island. I need there to be another island. Oh, God. Yeah. Ow! I remember seeing on the map, the big map, that there's another island, but it's to the north? Yeah. First mistake going on TikTok, yeah. Where is my sea moth? Where is my sea? Oh, there it is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There must be another landmass up here. There has to be. Well, no, so like, okay, so like here's another one, and this one's, hold on. Sorry, I was getting a sippy poo of water. So here's another one, and this is one that just really pisses me off because I hear it all the fucking time, and it makes me just want to claw my eyes out. Okay. Nobody, for whatever fucking reason, nobody likes to sit down and ask themselves, huh, I wonder why we have 12 notes. Right? Nobody likes to be, oh, I wonder why we have 12 notes. Oh, I wonder why our notes are tuned that way. Right? Does anybody here have the answer? It is a 2-word answer, and it involves 2 words. It's 2 words, 2-word answer. It's nice. That's a good answer. That is a good answer. Let's try a different one, though. Catholic Church? No, actually, this predates the Catholic Church. Because white guy. I think that is technically correct. I couldn't tell you. I think that is technically correct. So, our It's why we have just intonation. It is tuning systems. You're right. So it's because of something called the Pythagorean comma. Right? Does anybody here know what the Pythagorean comma is? It's not. It's the non-musical classical period, like ancient Greeks. It's literally ancient Greek music theory. It's called the Pythagorean comma. Without going to Google, without going to Wikipedia, can you tell me what the Pythagorean comma is? Has anybody ever sat down and told you the Pythagorean comma? Is this the first time you're ever hearing of it? Right? Okay, so here's how the Pythagorean comma works. Right? If I have a string, and we're talking about like borderline, we're talking about you drop me off on an island, here's how I make music, right? If we have a string and we pluck the string, that's a note, right? Believe it or not, that is a note. Whatever that frequency is, right? So frequency is in hertz, so it's cycles per second. So it's the number of times that string goes back and forth a second, right? Let's say it goes back and forth 100 times. So this note is at 100 hertz. The fundamental of the string is 100 hertz. Okay? Let's say I cut that string in half by, I don't know. Let's say my finger. Let's say I use my finger. I put my finger on the string halfway so that 442 times is no. It's going to be easier if we use nice round numbers where we can do the math in our head, right? So, okay, we cut the string in half, right? Can anybody tell me what note you get when you cut a fundamental in half? It's very easy. I can guarantee you'll know it. You could even get, it's an octave higher. Exactly. Gilbert got it. It's exactly one octave higher. That's how you get the octave. That's why octaves sound similar but different. So yes, Secker, you're right. It would be at 200 hertz. I got some schmutz on my glasses. Yes. So, that's the big one. So an octave is exactly twice as many hertz as the fundamental, the first note, right? Now we can keep going up the octave by going half, 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 right? So what we can do is, okay, let's say we have 100 hertz, we cut it in half. It's going to double the frequency. So the octave above 100 hertz is 200 hertz. Okay, what's the octave above 200 hertz? This is not a trick question. It's super easy. One octave above 200 hertz. You can do it. I promise. You could do it. 400. Exactly. So our octaves are 100, 200, 400. Well, hold on. Right? That means that there is 100 frequencies separating the first octave, but 200 frequencies separating the second octave, the second and third octave, really. Right? What's happening is that every time you go up an octave, it doubles. Because every time you go up an octave, it doubles, by the time you get to the higher frequencies, right, you'll have thousands of hertz between frequencies. Right? Anybody who's done math will know that this is what it means when something is logarithmic. And this is how and why frequency is logarithmic. So, when you go up 10 hertz, or not 10 hertz, sorry, it's a different thing when it comes to like what's double, what's 10 times, and things like that. But that's why frequency is logarithmic. And so, that is also why I'm looking for these fucking melons. Sorry, that's not what I meant. That's also why when you're dealing with instruments, it's so much easier to tune a bass instrument than a high instrument, right? So a bass instrument, then like like I'm thinking like a tuba versus a piccolo, right? Piccolos tend to be really shrill. They tend to be out of tune, and that's why they literally have more space to fuck up. If I'm aiming for 20 hertz, right? Really, I'm only going to miss it by what? 1 hertz, hit 19 hertz or hit 21 hertz. If I'm trying to hit 20,000 hertz, right? I could miss it by 1,000 hertz and still be in the same sort of out of tuneness, if you will, as the bass, right? That's how that works. So that's why bass instruments are always really in tune. It's why your sopranos, your violins, your piccolos, your really, really high up instruments are really, really shrill if they're not played properly with proper harmonics. But that's more timbral stuff and spectral analysis. We won't go into that now. We're not going to go into it now. So that's how that frequency works, or that's how frequency works essentially when you're cutting up the octave. Okay, but that's the octave. Let's put together a scale, right? So you're stranded on a desert island, because that's what we are right now, and you've got a string. You pluck the string, you got a fundamental. You cut it in half, you get an octave. You keep cutting it in half, so you got 4th, 8th, 16th, 32, 64. It's all of a sudden it looks like computers, 256 bits and shit like that, right? Uh-oh. I am stuck. Wait, I got an idea. This might be a bad idea. The fuck does this thing even do? Okay. Well, oh, this is bad. Yeah, exactly. Merquim's got it. The margin for error becomes greater. That's a really good way to put it. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Cool. Access upgrades. Fuck, it's really stuck. Hang on. Like, that might work. No! I need you to move. Oh, fuck. Is there, like... Does the tide change for certain times of the day? That'd be really cool. Patience is key? Alright. We're going to sit here and see if this game has a title shift. Anyway, okay, so... I really do not want to have to fucking disassemble this thing, because I'm just going to lose my fucking mind. Ugh. Keep bopping. I don't think bopping is doing anything. Hold mouse down to carry your Seamoth? No, that just enters it.
Aboard, Captain.
Nope. Nope. My funky gun. Until you cut your string in half until it's a computer, right? This thing uses a lot of power, damn. Son of a bitch. I'm going to have to rebuild it. And I don't want to rebuild it. I've got it right here. I can't even break it. Oh no, this thing I can charge up, absolutely. Ha!
Seek fluid intake.
You seek fluid intake, lady. Alright, we'll have to solve that problem later. I need fluid intake. Lady told me so. Excuse me. All right,
Vital signs stabilizing.
we'll head back and then we'll come up with something else. Seek fluid intake sounds like an Elden Ring message. Yeah. Okay, so we have our half a string. We have our octave, right? Who can tell me what happens if I cut it into a third? The string is a psyop. Yeah, who here can tell me what happens if I cut the string into a third? Oh, man. Exactly. Siddle? Yeah, we get a fifth. Right? We get what's called a fifth in Western music notation. Right? So, let's say, for shits and giggles, right? Hi, Genedix. How you doing? Or Genedi? Hi, how you doing? So let's say, for shits and giggles, that we're in C. The fundamental note is C. Okay. Cut it in half, we keep getting C, but they're octave Cs, right? What note would we get if we cut that C string into a third?
Seek fluid intake.
Well, hold on, Gingy. Don't get ahead, because we're gonna address that, right? So what note? So you get a G, exactly. Okay, we got a fifth. So what happens if now that we have this G string, G string? What happens if we cut the G string in half? Right? It's not a trick question. What happens if you cut the G string in half? You get a floss thong. Yes.
Welcome
No.
aboard, Captain.
You get an octave G. All in good faith. Exactly. You get an octave G. That's correct. Oh, I put all my water on the Cyclops. Shit. You get an octave G. Now, that's not going to help us put together a scale, is it? If we just have two notes.
Vital signs
So,
stabilizing.
on our G string, I can't believe I ate the melon. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I seriously ate it and I don't have any others. I could cry. I could cry. I won't, but I could. Okay, so we have our G string, we have our C string. How would you come up with a third note? Thoughts, questions, concerns? Any ideas? Can I put a beacon on my vehicle maker? No, it does not look like it. Shit. Cut the string into a third. Exactly. All in good faith, you got it. You have got it. We would have to cut the G string by a third. So, what's a fifth above G? Any ideas? Fifth above G is a D, right? And then fifth above that, you get A, then E, then B, right? And let's say we started on F for shits and giggles. So we have all of the notes of the C major scale. And I don't want to build another Seamoth. I really don't want to build another Seamoth. Yeah, so you're going up the circle of fifths, basically, right? Now, let's go through the whole circle of fifths together. It's like a violin, exactly, right? That's why string instruments arrange their strings in fifths, more or less, right? So we have C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, or E flat, right? B flat, F, and then what is a fifth above F? Anyone? Ah, we can finally make it. C. Now, here's where math gets involved, and this is where people start to cry. right? When we're looking at an octave by cutting the string in half, right? We're looking at a ratio of 2 to 1. When you're looking at the hertz, when you're looking at the frequency, that string is wobbling, right? Shaking, resonating twice as fast, right? The issue is that there is no way that you can stack thirds on top of one another to get to that 2 to 1. Right? You can't stack thirds to make it a half, basically. And that's what happens. So when you have it, you'll hear just intonation. This is how people in Europe, basically, used to put together scales. They used to stack fifths on top of one another. But if you stack those fifths on top of one another, you never get to the octave in that 2 to 1 ratio in terms of the frequency. Right? Oh, it's not lithium, it's lead. Okay. And so the difference between cutting the string in half and stacking thirds on top of one another until you've stacked fifths to the point where you've gotten to an octave, the difference between those two frequencies is called the Pythagorean comma. Yeah, it's like it's the limit as it approaches 2. You cannot stack the thirds of thirds of thirds of thirds of thirds of thirds of thirds on top of one another to the point where you'll get a 2 to 1 ratio. Right? That's called the Pythagorean comma. And it is something that has plagued people for forever. So what happens, right? Where's my, there we go. Okay. So what happens is, while musically speaking, stacking fifths inevitably, eventually reaches an octave, right? You can go around the circle of fifths to reach an octave. When you look at it in terms of its frequency, you can't get those two to line up. And so the difference between those two, just the octave by cutting the string in half and the octave by rotating through the circle of fifths, by stacking thirds on thirds on thirds on thirds, sorry, I got the hiccups, is called the Pythagorean comma. And it has been the source of tremendous debate. Let's put it that way. Very polite, very civil, kind debate. A lot of people have done a lot of yelling over the Pythagorean comma. Now, the way that it used to work, and by used to I mean like Europe in the 1600s, is they'd have something. Yeah, Merkrim, exactly. So like the if you keep going up, like you keep cycling through this, you drift farther and farther and farther away. Which was a real problem when you don't have a computer and you're doing all of this math by quill and vellum, you know. These are genuinely real problems for these guys. So, you have your Pythagorean comma, and it functions kind of like a spiral. Instead of making a circle, it's a spiral, and it very slowly gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So like as you go up, technically, and continue stacking, right? So this is one reason, not the reason, but one reason why a lot of people still emphasize pitch class, right? You know, professors who are kind of like sticklers, right? You can't say that you can't say that A double sharp is equivalent to B. If I'm looking at it on a score in terms of pitch class, they are enharmonic. But, you know, if you're way back when and you're looking at this in terms of like the frequencies and cycling through the circle of fifths, and that's how you've built everything, I cannot find my fucking vehicle thing. Anyway, If that's how you've assembled this, right, those two notes are not going to sound the same. They're literally not going to be the same frequency, right? And that's something that's really difficult for a lot of people to get a hold around. So what would happen is, way back in the day, we're talking like the Baroque period, when you put something together, you basically had to pick what you wanted the fundamental to be and then work from there, right? And so what would happen would be, like, depending on which note is your fundamental, modulating to different key signatures would sound very, very different, right? Because as you're getting more and more out of tune, as you're going farther up this pattern, you know, other key signatures will no longer have perfect fifths in the tonic dominant relationship, right? It's a big thing. Bisexual Teleri Girl, it's more because frequency is logarithmic, but I think you're on the right track. So that's its own thing, right? So that's called just intonation. So just intonation is, I'm going to stack fifths on top of each other until I don't have the required ingredients. Oh no. Okay, how do we build the gantry? So that's literally stacking fifths on top of one another until you get what it is you're looking for, what you want, right? And so what would happen is that different key signatures would just, they would literally sound different, right? B major would not have the same kind of sonority that A major would have, because literally the gaps between the intervals would be different because of the way that this intonation worked, right?
Welcome aboard,
Now,
Captain.
this is unfortunately something that still plagues conversations today, because people will, you know, randos on Twitter, right, will look at some excerpt of some book, some image that somebody took, right, and be like, oh my god, according to this dude, A major sounds sad, and B major sounds happy, and such and such major sounds blankety blank, right? And this is something that's been going on for fucking centuries. The issue with that is that that's all predicated on the fact that you're using a just intonation system, which I can guarantee that person is not doing. Right? It's predicated on the tuning system. And so what Bach did, and one of the things that made Mendelssohn like Bach so much, was that Bach did something called the Well-Tempered Clavier, which is a super famous piece of music, collection of works, where he wrote a piece of music in all 12 key signatures, or all 24 key signatures, major and minor, right? Oh, thanks, Yan Rock. I really appreciate that. It was all 24 key signatures. It was the 12 major, 12 minor. And what he did was, oh, I'm out of battery. He proved that it could be done, basically. It's like, no. You can modulate between all these keys and have it sound right. But what he did, but it was well tempered. And so tempering the key signature is like tempering steel, right? What they do is, instead of having it be just intonation, which is where you're like, okay, I'm going to have it be exactly fifths stacked on top of one another over and over again, is you kind of fudge the numbers a little bit. Ever so slightly. You fudge the numbers so that while everything is out of tune, technically speaking, it's more or less together in such a way that it will make sense musically, and people won't really be able to tell the difference, right? And so nowadays we use something called equal temperament. So if you sit down at a piano, it is equal tempered. So all of the notes are technically out of tune, right? That is technically true if you want to look at it in terms of just intonation, in terms of stacking fifths on top of one another, stacking thirds on top of one another. And, you know, with very specific microtonal practices, you can avert that. But what that means is that if you're playing on like a keyboard instrument like the piano, or a fretted instrument like a guitar or a bass with frets, right? Not like a double bass, but an electric bass. You are playing on an equal tempered instrument and you don't have the option to switch to just intonation. So that's one of the many difficulties in playing a fretless string instrument like the violin, right? Or, playing like an aerophone, like a brass instrument or a woodwind instrument where, it's expected that you're going to change your oral cavity based off of how your specific instrument has each note tuned or out of tune, etc. The ill-tempered clavier, I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check that out. So that's why that exists that way. So coming back to that, right? When I see a Jacob Collier video and he's like, my piano is actually out of tune. Oh, this is kind of distressing for me, blah, 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 blah. Or he's like, oh, I just found out that my piano's out of tune. It's literally like this is a conversation we've been having for 600 years. Like, I can't even begin to deal with it. And then when everyone's like, oh my God, he's such a fucking genius. I'm like, I'm actually going to stroke out. Your violin just had a bad temper. There you go. That's what you could say. That's how you, Gingy, you got it. That's how you can argue with your teachers about it if you wanted to. So that's like, where's my rocket? There it is. So that's like that's what happened. Those are the kind of arguments that I see online, and that's where I'm like, there's literally not enough space in the comment section to go over this whole thing, right? And like be like, hey, this is why I think you're wrong, especially when you're on like TikTok or Twitter, where it's all about just putting together something really quick and snappy and easy and funny, Yes, Merkwim. So for equal temperament, everything it's a lot of ratios, It's a lot of ratios. When you're doing piano tuning, you're listening for beating. So when you have this beating, when you're listening to two notes go against each other, you have this natural beating thing. I won't go into it, but yeah, that's typically what people listen for, like when you're tuning a piano or something like that. Other than that, like performing, it really comes down to like listening to the ensemble. And it's like, I mean, it's sort of like what makes performance. Like every student is expected to deal with these problems in intonation as they're performing, So when you have somebody go on stage and like they sing out of tune, it's like, I'm going to blame the monitors, because this is what's expected of you, like when you're a freshman in college. Like that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. And yeah, it's a high bar, but at the same time, it's like, this is just how to give a good performance, more or less, right? Which comes off as like a real dickish thing to say, but it's like, I don't really know how else to put it. And so yeah, it's like, I literally cannot begin to describe like just how fucking frustrating it is to watch these conversations happen online and to not really be able to do anything about them. Like, you know what I mean? Siddle, that's exactly it. Like at a point, it's like you just gotta really correct. Yeah. No, Raphael, exactly. Like that's literally why tuning an instrument that's higher up is harder. Like literally tuning a piccolo is harder than tuning a tuba. Like every time. That's what it is. It's how it is. It's one of the reasons that a lot of people like to be like, actually I'm a soprano, so it's just naturally harder for me to sing, so that immediately makes me better than you. And it's like, okay, fucking not gonna even try to argue with that. Let's see, copper, gold. I don't even remember what I needed. I don't think I have enough 5-cent pieces to do what I want to do here. Let's see. That's silver. Don't need silver. Don't need lithium. That is also silver. I need one of those though. Okay, this is not good. I need fucking everything. God, where do we start? I guess we could always just use more titanium. Start a fucking titanium farm over here. Oh, not done. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, all in good faith, exactly. Sorry, I was stretching. Yeah, no, it like you'll have pieces of music that are specifically written for prepared piano. And typically it's for more percussive pieces. John Cage did a lot of prepared piano. But other times prepared piano could literally mean detuning the strings in such a way where you're at a specific tuning system. In my undergrad, my theory professor wrote his dissertation on somebody called Henry Parch. Henry Parch or Harry Parch? I always get it confused. And I got the face thing. Harry Parch. Fuck me. I always get it wrong. Yeah, Harry Parch. And he did all kinds of crazy tuning systems. But what that meant was, like, in order to do those crazy tuning systems, he had to invent his own instruments. So, you know, he would have, like, percussion instruments, keyboard percussion instruments that had 43 notes to the octave. Right? And so you literally cannot play one of his pieces on the piano. You have to study it you have to either, like, study his recordings, or if you want to play one, you literally have to play it on one of his instruments. Or put, like modify one of your instruments to match. Which obviously is a lot to do. Yeah. Hi, Althea. How you doing? So it's so like that's the thing, is it's like taking a step back from all of that. It's like work on the video again, because it's like clearly a very different audience, and that sounds really condescending, and I'm really trying not to be here. But it's like everybody's operating at a different level, and so you have to come up with ways to explain things that make more sense without utilizing, like, technical terms. And, like, in the middle of writing a thesis, you know, you're just saturated in that whole everything. So I've been whittling away at that, working at that. Also trying not to stroke out while watching TikTok. I'm so upset that my Seamoth is stuck. I cannot begin to tell you how upset I am that my Seamoth is stuck. Could I use the prawn to get it out? Sarah's good. She's taking a nap right now. I do have the repulsor gun, but it didn't work. It didn't do shit. Is she a cat? Well, she had to work from home today. So she's just tired. Work's kind of been a lot lately for her. She was telling me about it. They have, like, interviews and conferences and, like, continuing education for licensure exams and shit like that. It's just a lot. Internet says it should work. Wonder if I'm using the wrong gun. Because that is a possibility. I could just be an idiot. Lithium, please. That's lead. Lithium. Do you have lithium? You do not have lithium. That's not lithium. That's not lithium. That's not lithium. There's lithium on the Cyclops. All right. I need to just like bite the bullet and move all of my resources from my base onto my Cyclops. But I don't want to do that. It would be hard to get up there, but I have the jump upgrade and I have the grappling hook. So that could be useful. Let's see here. Do you have lithium? That's lead. It's not lithium. Lithium. Perfect. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I'm sure you guys can all hear the delay in the audio. Let's see. I need aerogel, which I have to get more rubies for. I'm gonna have to go down there anyway. Shit, and I need nickel. I don't want to go down there and get more 5 cents. Do I have any rubies? I don't think I have any rubies. Really cool if I had a ruby. Hit caps lock by accident. Sorry there. No rubies. Fuck. Audio was surprisingly synced. Oh, cool. Let's see. I'm like fully preparing before having to go back down there for materials and whatnot. Still really pissed off about the melons. So fucking angry about the melons. Okay. I need the repulsor. I'm gonna turn you off because you're just annoying. What's going on here? 90% sure I do not have any rubies down here. Nope. Shit. Nope. Nope. Fuck. Okay. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna go get the repulsor gun, try to get my sea moth back. We'll see how it goes. Game's music is great. I have not played Outer Wilds. Oh, I'm not going the right way. I do have it on my Steam though. So we could play it if you're like, hey, it's an amazing game, you gotta play it right now. This very second. I was just thinking you could do a really cursed piece with a bunch of 251s, the German 6.5. That'd be really fun. Oh, wait, was that it? Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. I have the repulsion cannon and the propulsion cannon. Huh. I'm not doing something else? Well, I've been playing this game. I'm in the middle of a Cyberpunk playthrough. I'm trying to stay as de-rusted on Elden Ring as I can. I almost have the final ending in Oxygen Not Included. I have spent so much of my life on Oxygen Not Included. I got it on sale and I was like, oh, you know, I really like Satisfactory. Oh my god, that game has just seized my life. I was thinking for stream, and you guys tell me if this will be fun or not. I was thinking we could start an Oxygen Not Included run, but every single person, every single duplicate in the Oxygen Not Included run could be named after a composer. And I could, like, drop facts about the composers while we're playing. I thought that could be neat, could be fun. Maybe, perhaps, a little bit. Huh! Oh, that's interesting. You can see it below the water, but you can't see it above. That's the other thing is like, okay, so there's the theory side, right? But then there's the music history side where everyone's like, oh my god, Mozart was such a genius. And it's like, fucking, like, if we sat down and talked about these people, it would demystify them to the point where people would be like, oh, okay, he wasn't a genius. All right. You know? Oh, no thank you. No thank you, sir. I'm not here to buy any. Don't want any. Nope. No thank you. Oh my god, does Oxygen Not Included have Twitch integration? Because I can't tell if that sounds fun or not. Are you still stuck?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's still stuck. Okay. Alright, okay. Into the thing, into the thing. Okay, yeah. It's working! Okay, we got it. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, thank God. All right, let's go back to base. Shostakovich. Shostakovich is pretty cool. I mean, especially nowadays. No, there's a useless yellow version of gun. I knew that the guns are different, so I made both of them, but I was like, I don't really know what the difference is between one and the other. I did not blow into a whistle. I had this thing happen with my throat. I know I always talk about my medical stuff every time I bring it up, but I had something go wrong with my throat while I had COVID, because I've had COVID twice, and now my throat whistles when I yawn, and now I can hit like whistle tones, and I like, I don't know, it's like the opposite of losing your taste, your sense of taste, you know? So yeah, so I can just, I've always been a countertenor, right? Everybody always makes fun of me for sounding like a cartoon character, but I've always been really high, and now I can hit like whistle tones with my throat. Yeah. I always had a really hard time with it as a kid, especially going through puberty, just because like I sound like this. And now that like all the gender stuff has happened, it's like really cool, and now me having like a squeaky voice doesn't really matter that much, which is nifty. I swallowed a flute. No, I didn't. Yeah, all in good faith. I mean, I'd love to talk about Shostakovich. I think the issue though is like a lot of like, obviously we live in very difficult times right now, right? But I'm still Dipper Pines of the Cold, thank you. You know, a big part of Shostakovich was like how he dealt with the Soviets censoring his music, you know? And if like even just saying it now, like it makes me like a little nervous, you know, it's like just a little nervous. And what was I doing? I am totally lost. I needed to go to the Cyclops, that's right. You know, like sitting there and saying like, oh, well, you know, the Soviets did XYZ to Shostakovich and made it difficult for him. You know, another one that I'd like to talk about is like Strauss, but Strauss wrote for the Nazi Party, but Strauss wrote for the Nazi Party because his daughter-in-law was half Jewish. You know, like it's a whole thing, and people won't take it the right way. So if I sit here and talk about Shostakovich, it's like, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. Let's drop off all of our stuff. Oh, nope. You're not full of stuff. You need more stuff in you. There we go. Okay, this one has equipment in it. I don't need either of you, and if I do, I'll come back for you later. I want the water on here. I was gonna reload my batteries. That's what I was gonna do. Okay. Let's see. I think my base has an ion battery in it. Boop, boop, boop. Oh no, those are 2 ion batteries. Okay. I know I have other batteries here somewhere. Let me get my batteries out. Come on, I know you're here. I know you're here somewhere. I should really fucking label these. Damn. You guys weren't kidding. No. No. Shit. How big of a can of worms do I want to open? Well, so like that's the thing is it's like if I talk about Soviets, then everyone's gonna be like, communism, socialism, right? And then it's like, oh my god, fucking,
Welcome aboard,
I don't know,
Captain.
like Hassan Piker will come up in the comments, you know? It'll be like, dude, fucking, it's like, everybody being able to go to the doctor would not be the end of civilization as we know it. Like, just shut the fuck up, you know? It would be a magnet for just the shittiest human beings alive. I'm going to have to make some fucking batteries. Okay. Sorry about that. I just okay. Battery. I don't think I have copper either. I am going to have a stroke. Fuck it. We'll just go and get that. Socialism is when the government does stuff, yeah. Yeah, so I tend not to bring it up. Well, cuz like we've literally spent like this entire time talking about two examples that people frequently get confused by, and how much of an absolute shit show it turns into online, and how much it's like I don't want to say not worth it, because that's really like cold, but like you got to pick your battles, and I can't sit there and discuss the nuances of the Pythagorean comma in the comments of TikTok when people are just trying to like sell something, so they'll lie so that they can sell it. You know what I mean? And so like just like your hands are really tied. Fucking sucks. Do. Okay. Battery. Then I mean, it's battery, and then I guess I'm back to the depths, I suppose. TikTok is where nuance goes to die. That is a very good way to put it. I wonder. Nope. Come on. There we go. Can I? Ooh, I can put them up here. Okay. I think that'll work. Yes, it will. Oh no. We just got so much more fucking storage space. Okay, now. Oh, this is way. This one's way off. Let's see here. Is that? That's a little better. That would be. This is still low. Game, that's giving me a headache. Please stop. Fuck it. It is what it is. Slap submarine. This bad boy can fit so much fucking storage. I could put at least 3 corpses in this thing. Oh, I haven't scanned the hoop fist yet. Okay. And now I have. Mine. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to the scanner room at the base. And we're going to get more metal fragments because we need a shit ton of titanium to build all those things. More storage to label. It's funny that you think I would do that after all this time. But no, yeah, this game in co-op, which sounds like shit tons of fun. Let's see here. Metal salvage. There we go. All right. Huh! That's way too much fun. Just like diving out of the moon pool. All right. Can't get that one because it's under some sort of groundwater thing. Yeah, so when I'm like, guys, I'll do your homework for you. I'm not kidding. If you have like music theory homework, I'd be more than happy to help you with it. Let's see here. Haha! Metal salvage. Or if you have any other questions about music theory, for that matter. Chord qualities, chord spelling, modes, scales in general, improvising over chords, trying not to cry while improvising over chords, you know. I'll have to check that out, Merkwin. Send it to me on Twitter. It's like, use like an Oxford comma. There you go. If you can draw the Pythagorean comma in the middle of a sentence, I think that deserves an A. Yeah, send it to me on Blue Sky. Sorry, I've been doing both. You know what I mean? Like. Hey. Oh, there it is. How much more room do I have? Plenty. We strangely just need a shit ton of titanium right now. Let's see here. You didn't pursue a music degree? That's fair. Not a lot of people do. And a lot of people who do pursue music degrees tend to double major. You know, and they will frequently commit to whatever the other degree was. Seen that happen more times than I can count. Dude, bisexual Tellurical, that's great. I was a high school dropout myself. Not voluntarily, you know, but it was a pretty traumatic time in my life, so I understand exactly what that's like. You know, I understand having to go back to school, but like kind of being off the rails, you know. It's not like, oh, I went to high school, then I went to college, then I got a job. You know, like, fuck, that'd be nice. Let's see here. Haha. Metal everywhere. I want it, and we're full. Cool. Got it. Let's go. Where is my... There we go. Not even a minor? Oh, comprehensive composition major. Now, I used to have this problem when I tell people I was a composition major. They would think that I was an English composition major. You know, like, oh yeah, no, I just really love writing essays. It's like, fuck that. Absolutely not. Yeah, I used to actually have that problem a lot. It was really funny. Like, no, music composition. So much titanium. So much titanium. Okay. Build. 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 Academic writings while you're not pursuing a doctorate. I respect that 1000%. Taking that research class, fuck, that was a lot. I mean, that's it. I mean, it fucking. I know exactly what you mean, dude. It took a lot out of me. Yeah, that was a class where I had like the plagiarism breakdown too. So good times, man. Good times all around. Good vibes. Great vibes. All right, let's go turn that scanner off because it's just getting in the way. All right. I'm not transferring everything over until I have the shield, because I don't want to lose everything. And having the shield will really help with that. I'm not even paying attention to what I need. I need the green bottle of goo. Green bottle of goo? No. Green bottle of goo. No. Alright, how do we make the green bottle of goo? Let's rearrange. We don't need to make this. Doesn't it have really goofy ingredients? It has really goofy ingredients, doesn't it? It's like... Ah, I have deep shrooms. I do. I have those. I can make this. Okay. Haha. I have advanced wiring kits. I know I do. Okay, let's start emptying this out. And then let's go back. Let's move the Cyclops closer to the base to make this a little bit easier. When did I last eat something? Am I about to almost pass it on my desk? I am starting to feel it. I have to take my meds at like very specific times, and so like there are times in the day when I get real sleepy and lethargic, you know, and then I take my meds and I pass the fuck out. I'm sure one day I'll tell you guys about all my fucking conditions, but for the time being, they'll just have to be a mystery. You know, I'm really not excited about the new course of meds though, where it's like, hey, we need you to come in for like 2.5 hours. Like, that just sounds so shitty. Nope, turn off the engine. There we go. Bust out my chart. Oh my god. It's like 20 screenshots. Yeah. It'll be a lot. It'll be a lot. It'll be embarrassing. I'll be like, hey, sorry this couldn't be more exciting. You know? Wait. Did I need that? No, I need the other one. I need the advanced wiring kit. Do need gold. Deep shrooms. Titanium. Those are regular wiring kits, but I need those nevertheless. Okay, why can I not make anything? Salt. I need salt. Fucking. I hate needing salt, because there was a point where I had like entire containers full of salt and I got rid of all of it. So whenever I don't have salt, it's like, oh, of course I need some fucking salt. God damn it. Computer chip needs table coral sample and copper wire. I'm completely out of copper. I know I'm completely out of copper. Hey, copper! Table coral sample, table coral sample, table coral sample, table coral sample, table coral sample! Alright. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, I'll have a whole PowerPoint just like, okay, so here's everything that I went through. Here's the time I was thrown off of a wall. Oh, I need more gold. Here's my skeleton. Here's what's wrong with it. Here's my spine. Here's what's wrong with it. Jesus, bisexual. That sounds like a lot. That's just, I know what you mean by having had to have dealt with something like that, because I've dealt with doctors in a, obviously not to that extent, but I've had to deal with doctors in a very, very similar vein where it's like, I am not here to help you convince yourself that what you might want to believe is true. Like, I need you to just be a fucking doctor right now, man. I mean, Sarah's like, both Sarah and I have been in that situation with our own stuff, you know, like trying to get, whoa, that was weird. Sometimes trying to get a doctor to believe you or just to listen to you can be such a fucking nightmare. I resonate with that a lot. I had, not to get too in the weeds here, I had a problem with that when I was a kid growing up, where I had a condition that was pretty serious, and what am I fucking looking for? This. I had a condition that was pretty serious, and the doctor had managed to convince my mom that I was faking it. like this is a condition like I'm still dealing with, right? Only partially as a consequence of what happened when I was a kid. But no, so this doctor, like, he like tried to convince my mom that I was faking it, like for attention or something. And so I had this problem with my body where it just wasn't literally, like, there was a part of my body that just literally wasn't working. And it was like one of the big reasons I dropped out of high school. And it's something that like I still deal with to this day, but like the guy told my mom, was like, yeah, I think your kid's faking it for attention. You know, do what you can. And that fucking sucked, let me tell you. Hi, Zibby Grim. How you doing? So yeah, so I unfortunately know that pain. Like, especially when you're a child, you know, like when you're a kid and it's like you have to trust the people around you, you know, and it was like very, very, very like a powerless kind of situation. And so yes, like I'm still dealing with it now, and like I'll tell, like, you know, times have changed, right? For the better. Don't listen to what fucking Asmongold says. Like I fully believe the times have changed for the better. And so it's like things are very different. It's like, hey, I've got this, right? And they're like, oh, okay, well, we need to like take it very seriously. It's like something that I've dealt with in the past is like certain pain management problems with like my ears, you know? And so, you know, if you're in like a tremendous amount of pain to the point where like you haven't slept for several days, right? You know, if you end up going to the ER, you need to have like a very specific conversation with the people so that it doesn't look like you're just like seeking pain treatment or seeking, what am I trying to say? Just seeking medication, right? That kind of drug seeking behavior. And sometimes that is not as straightforward as I would like it to be. You're not listening to the Dead Rat alarm clock guy? Yeah. I would love to, and I mean fucking love, to have a conversation with one of those like dude bro debate lord whatever the fuck guys, you know, because like we started today's conversation with that where it's like, oh, do you think like what do you think about people who say that rap isn't music? And it's like it's genuinely like the dumbest thing I've heard, you know. It's a very thinly veiled like racist this and that, and so it's just like really love to kind of like dissect what they're thinking, you know, because like what exactly is leading you to make these kinds of statements, you know what I mean? It's like something has to be driving you. What is it? Where does it come from? Why is it there? Dude, I would fucking love to talk to Ben Shapiro. You know, because he'll be like, my dad was a music theorist. And I'll be like, cool. What did he publish? And then he'd be like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I have my master's thesis. And in order to get a PhD in music theory, you need to have a PhD thesis. So what was your father's PhD thesis? Oh, he didn't have a doctorate. Okay, what was his master's thesis? Oh, well, he didn't have a graduate degree in music theory. It's like, okay, well, then that means you're sitting across from somebody who is now more qualified than your father when it comes to music theory. What was the point you were trying to make, Ben? You know? Because that's the other thing, right? Is it's like, and it's kind of funny that people like Ben Shapiro try to go down this path. It's like this, it's that whole ethos, the appeal to authority, right? It's like, dude, if we're in a court, of law, and it's your word versus mine, they are going to pick my word because of the degree. Like, you know that. You went to fucking Harvard. They taught you that. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, it'd be scrumptious. I mean, that's the thing about these like debate guys, is that like, one, it is very performative, right? But it's also really sad because it demonstrates just this like profound profound lack of education. Like a really, really sad lack of education. Because, like, in their mind, all truth can be derived from a debate between two sides. And then whoever wins the debate is right. And, like, they don't see the debate for, like, how it is and can be so performative. Right? Like, okay, I just gave you two examples. We went over the German augmented 6 chords, or the augmented 6 chords, in particular the German augmented 6 chord. And then we talked about tuning systems, right? I could be 100% right. I could be 110,000% right. But if I don't crack a joke in it, and people are bored, and whoever's sitting across from me is just like, I don't think that's true, and also, you're only Plat 2 in League of Legends, and everybody laughs, right? Then I have quote-unquote lost the performance of the debate because I wasn't charismatic enough. That doesn't mean that the other person's right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it royally fucking sucks. Like, I wish it didn't, but it does. You know? And so it's these people who just perceive school to be like an impedance in their life. Right? It's like, oh, I went to school, but it was really like a glorified daycare center. I didn't learn anything, and I was constantly having arguments with the teacher, right? Really combative. I didn't get it, but now I make trillions of dollars on Twitch, so it doesn't matter, right? And it's like, if you think that the process of learning is just one long extended debate, you're opening yourself up to such horrible and critical vulnerabilities that, like, like in terms of like your thinking and your logic, it's so difficult. Hey Wobin, how you doing? John Egbert, hi, how you doing? How's life? How's it going? Let's see, is there anything here that I could take that I might want? No. Here that I might want. No, this is all just decorations. I could condense this a little better though. Yeah, like that. And then like that. And then we can okay. And then nope, that didn't work. Let's do that. Let's take the grav trap, and we'll leave all of this behind. And then we are taking pretty much everything else. This is my garbage one. Yep, this is that. This is that. How's it going, guys? How's life? Still just so obscenely angry about the fucking melons. Voxel shrub, pink cap. This is where the melon was. And I still don't have it. Lantern tree. Is there a good alternative to the melons? The delicious melons. We could get a sample from the bulbo tree. Let's do that. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay. Got that. So now I know how to do that. Let's make sure we scanned everything in here. Did I scan you all? Are you all scanned? Ooh, you're not scanned. Sand shark. You look mean. Come on. Haha! Gotcha. What? Let me out! Let me out! Woo! Yeah, people say Subnautica is scary. I haven't had that trouble. I haven't had problems with it. You know, I've really been enjoying myself. I lost a melon, and I can't find a replacement melon, and I'm very upset about that. But other than my melon tragedy, no, it's going pretty good. All right, what's our power looking like? Actually, power is over here. And not great, but do you know what? We'll be okay. Okay, haha, fire extinguisher. Oh, fire suppression system would be really good, but I don't have that recipe. I think we'll be fine. Oh, I don't want to change the... Actually, wait. Let's make it super, super bright and really annoying so that I can see it everywhere. Name. That'll be fine. And then base. Just... Oh, okay. That's that one. Oh, let's make it like pink. How about I go? Ah, damn it. Oh, I had a sneeze up there and it left. Oh. Oh, it was there. I could. It was. Yeah! Look at that! Oh, I like that way better. That's way easier to see. Why is it blue, though? I can't... Did I mess something up? Why is it blue? Why is the base blue? It shouldn't be blue. Pink. Yeah, like I'm a Barbie girl pink. Yeah, I'm working on a new video. As a graphic designer, this pains you? Yeah, well, I'm semi-colorblind, so I have to be able to see it. Okay, so I guess it's just blue for some reason. Or is it pink? Is it... Oh no, oh no. Wait. It's only pink when I turn the light on. Or pink when it's off. Blue when the light's on. Oh, that's freaky. It's only blue in the light. It's a color changing thing. This is weird. Okay. So, mission. All of the things I have ever grabbed or harvested are in all of these bins. Everything. Todo. All of it. I have a fabricator. I have all of my extra equipment on top of some water, not as much as I'd like, and some health kits. Put you in there. I have on board my prawn with a grappling hook and a mining thing for big-ass nodes. In terms of additions for this thing, I have repair the drone, repair the prawn, high efficiency, as deep as it could possibly go. I have a shield for bad stuff, and it'll charge in the heat, as well as a sonar upgrade so that we can see. We just need to find a really good thermal spot to charge, and I think that's what I'm going to set the scanner room to. I have a modification station. I have mods for the prawn, as well as access to the storage. I don't think I have anything in the storage. Oh, God. Nope. Stop. Yes. Okay. Jesus. I have 2 grow beds. This is where I put my melons, if I had any. This is that other tree that was pretty good. I also have a medical kit fabricator to keep me going. What else do we have? What else do we need? We need heat source to charge up the Cyclops. I have power cell chargers, just in case it goes completely dead. They will be here, and they are spares. Batteries, everything else, replicator. All right. Yeah, see you, bisexual Larry girl. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right. Back
Welcome aboard, Captain.
to the scanner room. Come on. Let's do heat sources. Up. Because of the alphabet heat area. We're going to let that run just a little bit because it's very slow but very wide. Let's grab one more water bottle. And... odds. Yeah, okay, alright. Let's find a heat source for this bad boy. Yeah, it's pink until the light's on. That's so strange. Let's drink some. back up. We have one heat source over there. Let's see, what else do we got? I think that's the heat source that my base is hooked into right now. Well, fuck it, let's send it. Come on. You can do it. Alright, now we have a shield system for the bad guys down there. That's our ship that we're building. And so now we need rubies, we need gel sacks, we need 5 cents, and what else do we need? Can't remember. I'm so tempted to hit the sonar, but that's going to eat up a lot of energy, and we can't really afford it right now. I just hope that we can make it back pretty easily. If we see steam or a vent, let's just say that we need it. Okay, this is all good so far. See, now it gets really, really tense, because if I fuck up, I lose literally everything. Like, we'd have to go back to the base, get in the Seamoth, rebuild the Cyclops, then go down there and refill everything. So we're kind of doing high risk here. Let's see. Ah, it's pink. Okay. Oh, nope, wanted that. All right, that's the screws. This is the back. Yeah, okay. We can know when we're clear. That's the top. Let's go down. This is where it gets hard. Yeah, okay, we want that branch right there. That branch right there is good. We like that. Okay, we need to go down to this point, and then there is a cave, I think. Whoops. To the right? We're fine. We're fine. We're good. Let's see here. This is just the big trek at this point. Now I need to find the cave. Okay, it's that way? Yes. Let's do one ping. There it is. All right. We're going in. Now we just need to worry about horrible things trying to eat us. Super tense. Let's see what's around here. Those red balls for... Ah, shit, it's one of these. Please leave me the fuck alone. Hey, it's the voices. The voices of discovery. Okay, we found the trees. We are now in the Lost River. And then over there, I think it is. Oh, fuck. I remember going down being a super, super tight fit. Alright, if this thing fucks with us, we have the shield. Oh, of course, it just eats shit tons of power. We are not going the right way. Fuck. Oh, no. I feel like this is where we got stuck last time, too. Shit. Nah, we could do this. This will be fine. We can do this. We can do this. Is that a down? Is that a cave system? I don't think so. Nope, that's a fucking wall. Oh man, we're down to a quarter power. We can make it. We can make it. This is goofy. This is goofy. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, we just need to get down this hole, and then it should be straightforward, knock on wood. Let's do external cameras. Okay. Yeah, see, there's base 2. Okay, this is the right place. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, there we go. And just keep going down now. Like a pro. Alright, now we just gotta worry about hostile creatures. Perfecto. Okay. I think we turn here? Yes, we do. And when we turn here, there should be a beautiful tree with the big blue thing. Just like that. Excellent. Okay, then we turn right again, I think? Alright, I don't want to jinx myself because I think we're a little over halfway there, but this is way easier than I thought it was going to be. Now, oh, over there, over there. Okay, we got to go over there. Yeah. Okay. Really, I think the challenge is getting past the Lost River with all the things that, like, bite me. But, could be eating my words. This part should go down. A vent! A vent! Oh my god. You know, the other ships you could read the temperature. Here you can't. 19. We were at 18. 19. 20! Yes, we're charging. Awesome! Alright, let's turn this thing back on. Woo! Oh god, this is going well. This is going too well. Okay, it's now warm enough to charge. Deep breaths all around. Yes, and then we go down here. Come on, we can do this. Let's fucking do this. Okay, keel. Okay, I vividly remember this place. Goes down here. Let's check the screw. We're good. Yeah, we're doing it! We're doing it! In the Navy! Okay, sorry. Let's check the screw again. Check the front, check the back. Oh my god, it almost looks like I know what I'm fucking doing. Alright, we're just gonna leave this on. Shit! Oops! I spoke too soon. Now we're doing just fine on health. We're doing just fine on health. Okay, come on. Come on. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good on power. Yeah, we can make it with the sonar on. Or do I just need the lights? I don't know. Shit, it's one of the jellies that teleports you. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Can't see anything with the lights. Need the sonar. It might be a colorblind thing. I don't know. Oh, come on. We are on a dead straight course for the base. Come on. The hell am I hitting? Okay, those are just fish. I'm just hitting fish. That's fine. That's fine. We can hit fish. We can hit fish all day. Come on. I know, it's because this is everything. There's the base. There's the fucking base. Okay. Hold on. Shh, 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 shh. Okay. Now we gotta land this bad boy. Did we do it? Did we do it? Oh my god, did we do it? Hold on. Oh my god, it almost looks like I knew what I was doing. Check that shit out. Oh my god. Ah, deep breath.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Got any water for me? Yes, you do. Oh my good golly gosh. That is excellent. Now, let's build one here. Let's build one here. And then I'll go get some titanium. Oh my god. I can't believe that worked. I could actually afford to back it up a little bit. Alright, well, I made it. So, I guess that means something, right? Oh, turn you on. And it's charging too. Let's see. We want that to be about where the front door is? No, 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 no. Turn off the engine. You want to conserve energy and it attracts enemies. So, let's not do that. And then the door. Haha, the front door's right there. Ah! Oh, shit. I want a titanium. We're going to do some beds. See, now this is why this is when I should really sit here for a minute and label everything. Because this is going to take some time. Holy fuck. Okay, got some titanium. Any more? Oh, yeah, look at that. Plenty. Plenty. Okay, we got the beacon. We got this. We got that. Ha 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 ha. It's working. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah! Do it! Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my god. Alright, now let's go get some seeds and plant the shit out of them. Yes, 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 yes. I can't, can I not? I gotta wait for it to finish growing. Okay, we can kill some fish. What happens if I do this? It works! We're powered by lava. Alright guys, I think that's a great place to stop. I'm gonna call it there. I really appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you have music theory questions or homework that you want help with, find me on Twitter or Blue Sky. You know, I'm sorry, John Egbert. I'm very sorry, but my hands are getting cold and shaky. I gotta head out. Oh, hi, Unnamed Memory. Thank you for helping me get, or thank you for tuning in. Sorry, my brain is starting to go. I'm starting to like really feel it. Okay, no, I love you guys so much. I don't really have much else to say other than I love you all so much. Thank you so much. Bye.